Well, hello to all my podcast friends out there. Dana here. And as always, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our show. Let's be honest, there are way too many podcasts out there. But the fact that you take time to listen to ours means the world. And it's, of course, all brought to you by my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, the best in the business. Just like podcasts, there are tons of HVAC companies out there, but Standard is the standard. And remember to get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. It's been colder than balls in Minnesota and only getting colder. Book appointments at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com. Enjoy the show.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93.
Oh, God. We're up and running. We've very happily hit the start button on our Thursday broadcast. Welcome. I'll get my microphone over here. Welcome to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. We certainly appreciate you being by our side for today's show. We're down to just 2 days until we close out our Ultimate F-Off Week, our Christmas edition of the Ultimate F-Off Week. 2 days. We got to get through today, of course. Tomorrow doesn't concern me at all. So I guess maybe I should restate, in my mind, it's more like we only have one real day of work left.
Is that comment related to the amount of effort you plan on giving tomorrow?
Effort, interest, care.
Next to nothing?
Yeah, I'd throw any of those words in. Josh, tomorrow, which is Ultimate F-Off Day, the final day of Ultimate F-Off Week, tomorrow, if I walk into the building and it's under 6 feet of water, hell, that's just too damn bad. That's just too damn bad.
Was it yesterday you were praying for a fire, or there was?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Did I pray for a fire?
Some sort of catastrophe for this building. I can't remember exactly what it was.
I don't recall.
Maybe you don't remember that?
Yeah, he wanted the place to start on fire.
Yeah.
Sometimes I talk to myself when we're...
well, you are talking to us. Maybe you forgot about that. But, yeah, I think you prayed for a fire, and I said, well, we'll get that at-home set up, and then you prayed that wouldn't work either.
Oh, right.
For like 2 months. I think you wanted this place shut down for 2 months.
I had a dream scenario that I shared with Ashley and Cubby. Yes, I don't remember the specifics. Like I said, sometimes I'm just kind of talking to myself in between breaks, and I apologize if what I said scared you at all. Ashley, Josh, I apologize.
No, I knew it wasn't a threat. You weren't. There was nothing about it that said to me you might come back with a can of gasoline and a lighter.
I remember this now. I said maybe this was yesterday. Maybe after we left work yesterday, maybe there would be a fire. And the company would tell us, look, we've got nowheres for you to broadcast. Stay home. And then they'd get busy with other things, right? It's a big company. They've got a lot of radio stations they have to manage. They'd get busy with other radio stations, forget to rebuild our studios, and we'd just never have to return again.
Oh, yeah, but we'd be paid.
But we'd be paid.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you mentioned that we'd be... that would fall through the cracks. They'd pay us.
That's a pretty psychotic thing to say out loud and then not remember at all.
Yeah.
That part was concerning. Because it was a whole scenario you set up.
I have very very dramatic thoughts, dreams,
because
fantasies.
You pivoted because, like you said, you're like, well, they'll be shut down for 2 months, and I'll mention, well, we just broadcast from home if they have no place to go. And then that's when you said, no, they won't set that up. They're distracted.
You should know by now, Josh, that the company has no intention of setting us up with home broadcast equipment. They've been talking about it for 15 years and have done nothing.
I think we have hit the 15-year mark.
Yes, nothing.
Well, I can confidently say I started to hear about 5.5 years ago, and they said, yeah, we're going to get you all guys all set up, all four of you, with at-home broadcasting equipment just for days where somebody's sick, weather's bad. You'll be all set to go. That was 5.5 years ago, and we're no closer to it happening.
I know. I paid to get my place set up for it.
It's beautiful. The setup you have is beautiful.
Oh, it's cool.
It's cool. It's
that
cool
room you have is awesome.
You're just waiting for the other people to finish what you started. At any rate, I get a little crazy sometimes. The cops are going to be in studio today. 2 members of the Minnesota State Patrol. How do you say his name again?
Which one?
Gordon Shank.
Gordon Shank. There's Mike Lee.
I almost wanted to call him Gordon Shank and Mikey Lee. It's time, I imagine, it's time for them to bust everyone's balls about their holiday season drunk driving, which is the right thing to do. Pull your head out of your ass. Stop it with the drunk driving. Josh wants to know something from you drunk drivers. He wants to know, what are you, a friggin' idiot?
Those words never came out of my mind, but it is a dumb, or my mouth or my mind, but that is a dumb thing to do.
And he wants answers. He wants answers. His question is, what are you? Some kind of a friggin' idiot, and he wants answers from you drunk drivers.
You know, good people make bad decisions, and hopefully segments like this might make someone think twice.
There you friggin' go. That was beautifully put right there.
I love having those guys in. Those guys they're like a regular comedy routine.
I was going to say, they're a great comedy duo.
Yeah, they are. Gordon's kind of the straight man, and he's kind of a defeated man this year with his Bengals.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's affected how he comes across.
I can't wait to taunt him about how Joe Burrow's coming to Minnesota.
I've already tried that via text message. And
not biting?
No, I mean, he's just kind of defeated.
Yeah, he just knows it's going to happen.
Before he would put up a fight if you kind of rib him about his team. Now I think he's just over it. He can't do it.
I thought Gordon Shank is a big fan of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes.
Wouldn't it please him if Joe Burrow came here to play in Minnesota because he lives in Minnesota?
I think he wants to cheer for his team.
Here's a guy that just texted in and said he doesn't. He's trying to answer your question, Josh, that you asked earlier to all drunk drivers. The question being, what are you, some kind of a friggin' idiot? This guy's trying to answer you here. He says, I'm sorry, Josh. He doesn't drive drunk anymore, but he still drives high. No, you don't drive high either.
No.
Was that supposed to make us feel better, that text message? This guy says he doesn't drink and drive anymore, but he drives high.
Yeah, it's probably pretty bad. I smell it a lot on the roads. Do you guys? Meaning marijuana.
It's unbelievable.
Your reaction time is so much slower, and I only know that because I used to drive high. So much slower.
This is a PSA from Ashley.
Yeah.
It's absolutely unbelievable how today you can smell marijuana on a freeway coming from a car a quarter mile ahead of you. How is that possible, but it's friggin' true?
Maybe I'm just naive, and I always assume it's a skunk.
Oh, I never assume it's a skunk.
How many
skunks
there's a
are
difference.
out there?
I know they can be close, but yeah, you could, especially the dudes that have the window down, or if there's a ton of tint for whatever reason, that's a sign.
Oh.
I would say probably once a week.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the area I drive through, it's a lot of people, so there's good odds.
I know nothing about marijuana and the changes it's gone through over the last 30 years. And please don't text me with the details because I don't. I'm so tired of talking about weed.
Even weed guys get kind of confused with the laws in Minnesota and the federal laws.
It's become such a thing over the last few years. My God, I'm so tired of talking about weed. But it is interesting. Back in high school, there's no way you could ever smell it coming from 5 cars away from you, but now you can. Something's changed, and again, don't tell me what it is because I don't want to know. But something is very different.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to upset.
Right, Josh?
It is different.
When you were a 19-year-old kid, do you ever remember once smelling weed coming from a car 5 spots ahead of you?
Never.
No.
Never.
Now it's really it makes me chuckle. It really does. I can't understand it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to upset anyone. I've always been just go ahead and
earlier you went ahead with calling drunk
Well,
drive.
no, see, that's your thing. You put words into other people's mouths. That was never said by me. But so again, I'm not trying to piss off anybody, but I've always been to just go ahead and legalize it. Everybody's doing it anyways. Make it legal. Free up the cops to go after real criminals, that kind of thing. But I'll tell you what, once you started smelling it everywhere, I changed my tune. Like, look, I can't do this anymore. Make this illegal. I
Yeah.
missed the days where I wasn't smelling it everywhere I went.
I heard the state fair was pretty bad this year.
Oh, I didn't notice it there. You know
Yeah.
where I noticed it the most?
Where?
Our 4th of July booze cruise.
Yeah.
Walking around Stillwater. That
and
was
you
crazy.
know what? Yeah, right. Oh, you mean in town or on the boat?
In town.
Oh, okay. Because on the boat, I swear to God, I smelled it from 5 boats ahead of us.
Seriously.
Josh is pretty hard on the drinkers and the pot smokers.
Yeah, again, I didn't say any of that stuff.
I think living in Minneapolis, like in Uptown for as long as I have, I've just become nose blind to it because I don't notice it like you guys do. I think it doesn't register to me anymore.
Maybe your olfactory system
There's a couple.
was damaged during the incident.
Yes.
I didn't start noticing it until I quit smoking weed. Then I was like, oh my gosh, did I smell like that everywhere I went?
I never noticed
Some-
it on you.
Ugh, gross.
Some did, some didn't.
Well, no, you wouldn't have. I didn't smoke before work. I could have never done that, Josh. Being high around you two, I'd be so uncomfortable.
You're so paranoid.
Yeah.
Some of my big-time pot-smoking friends, you can smell it on them. Like if I'm sitting in the bar and I'm looking out the window and I see them pull into the parking lot, I can already smell the marijuana, right? But
Yeah.
others are so good at covering it. Anyway.
There's a few people texting in say they smelled it this morning already.
Wow.
One person said that I must have been following behind them when I was smelling that marijuana. Maybe it was you. I'd be awful nervous if I was smoking marijuana in a car because it's so obvious everybody can smell it.
Right.
Except for Dana.
Except me. Yeah, I'd be the worst cop.
Dana's smelling those winter skunks running around out there.
Yeah, exactly. In the wintertime that are always getting roadkill on the side of the road.
So the cops are going to swing by later, around 8:20, to bust our balls about our drunk driving and our driving while high. Speaking of drinking, I like to drink a beer now and again. Josh, do you know what the godless, soulless, evil, and wildly misinformed social media crowd came up with?
What'd they come up?
They decided to write down what they thought were the best specific times and or events to go ahead and enjoy an ice-cold Steve Weiser. Now, some of you just said out loud, well, any time is a good time, and that's cute, but the social media crowd got specific. The best specific times or events to go ahead and enjoy a beer. Here's what they came up with. The pre-flight airport beer.
Oh gosh, yeah,
I
that
do love
hits
that beer.
so good.
You want to take it up a notch, Ashley?
Yeah.
Dana?
What makes that hit so good, Ashley? Like, what's better about it?
I don't know. It's the beginning of vacation. You know that you don't have anywhere to be. Well, I mean, you have to be at your plane, but you don't have anywhere, like no work. It's the best feeling ever.
Usually it's the beginning of 4 or 5 days off. You're getting on an airplane.
Yeah.
You're going to go, but you want to take it to that pre-flight airport beer. If you want to take it to another level, throw a little Xanax in there.
No, that's a bad idea.
I've heard that. I've heard that's
like
great.
So much fun.
That's a terrible idea. I saw a guy almost go to a Jamaican prison.
Well, that wasn't beer. That was an entire
Well,
bottle.
I just mean alcohol and Xanax don't combine the two.
Let me just tell you that this was a doctor who gave me a green light on this. I'm not saying this is for everybody. I'm speaking just from 100% personal experience. This is how it worked for me. My doctor said, before you get on that airplane, because I think I must have told him, I said, hey, dude, I hate to fly. This is 20 years ago. I hate to fly. Can I get some of that Xanax? I hear Xanax is the trick. And he said, sure. And
Crazy already.
well, what's so crazy about that?
Because most people could not go and be like, can I get some Xanax? And then be like, yeah, sure.
From your doctor?
No, most of them would be like, let's give you some, a lower drug, lower potency.
Oh, okay. This was 20 years ago, if that makes any difference. And so he said, sure. He gave me a bucket of Xanax. And he said, just do like a half a pill. And he, looked to his left and looked to his right. And he said, just between me and you, one nice tall beer and a half of one of these Xanaxes, and you're going to sleep like a baby. You're not going to worry at all about this terrible, awful, unnecessary plane ride you have to take. And he was right. And I had that effing system down. I mean, before I even got fully seated in the airplane chair, I was just beautiful. My mistake that Josh was referring to is one trip I decided to drink an entire bottle of vodka, and I think I had about 6 Xanax.
Oh, my gosh. You're so lucky you didn't die.
It was horrible.
Oh, my God. I
So
cannot
again,
imagine that.
I'm not recommending this to anybody. I'm just telling you my personal experience.
Well, 651 to 715, Jesus said, your doctor, he just got sentenced for that whole Matthew Perry trial.
I don't know the story.
Matthew Perry provided ketamine.
Yeah.
Right? He overdosed from that, and his doctor's now in some serious trouble.
Oh,
a couple
yeah?
of them, actually.
Well, you know my doctor, Josh. Ashley, you know him too. I think Dana. Vinny Bombats! All right, here are some other specific wonderful times to have a beer. The hotel balcony beer.
That is nice.
Overlooking the violence at street level, right?
I've never been in a hotel where I had a balcony. I'm not paying extra for that. I'll stay on the inside.
The hotel balcony beer kind of mirrors what you were saying a minute ago, Ashley, about vacation, right? You've reached your hotel, you got a balcony. You overlook the derelicts fighting in the streets, and you just kind of relax and have a beer because they're not your problem. The straight to the bar after work beer, sure.
Yeah.
Meet up with all your bros. The backyard beer after you mow the lawn.
I've just discovered that beer recently because now have a yard to mow, and it is nice having a beer and then kind of looking over what you just accomplished. It's a nice feeling.
Yeah, that is great. And then you fire up the grill.
There's one spot that I missed. There's another spot that I missed.
Yeah.
A lot of Mohawks in that line.
Yeah. And then you fire up the grill.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Sure, make yourself some organic brats or
Tofu burgers.
Yeah, things
As you
like
guys know, there's not very many good pictures of me. Tofu burgers, delicious, by the way. Kidding. I have one that my wife loves, and it's me holding a Mountain Dew while mowing in flip-flops.
I think you showed us that picture.
Yeah,
once.
it's her. She loves. That's the only photo of me she likes. Just the. I'm a suburban dad. I mean, if you just, like maybe a cooler person would have a beer, but for me it was Mountain Dew, just kind of mowing the lawn.
You're pushing the mower with one hand, the Mountain Dew
in the other, and flip-flops.
It looks like the picture that should be on the cover of like the Suburban Dad Handbook or something.
It kind of does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's perfect. It's
Yeah.
the only good picture I've ever taken. It's because I had no idea somebody was taking it.
Yeah, you didn't have that pressure built up to it.
I know this became very trendy and everyone acted like, oh, yeah, that's my thing for a stretch of time. I've only done this once in my life, the shower beer.
We did in college a lot.
I'm usually only doing that if I'm in a rush.
Right.
So I'm not in the best mood.
In a rush.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to drink?
I got to pregame a little, and I'm like, but I have to shower too. All right, 2 beers coming with me. And it kind of sucks because I like really hot showers, and the beer cools down or heats up way too fast.
It's silly. It was just a trend.
I mean, are the suds coming from the soap or the beer? Don't you get?
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to make sure it's out of the way. It's too much.
One of my pals would have a couple in the shower and some Jägermeister.
Oh, nice.
But he had a very good reason. For a stretch of time, he was living with his in-laws. And they got a little much for him. So he'd come home from work, go right into the shower, jack down a couple beers and a few swills of that Jägermeister to try to ease the pain of the rest of the night being spent with his in-laws. So that was out of necessity. The other specific wonderful times to have a beer, according to the godless internet, the first beer at the tailgate party.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, God, I can tell you the toughest beer I ever drank at a tailgate party. Steel Reserve was the name of the beer.
Oh.
I was at a Golden Gopher football game many years ago, and I parked my ass next to some group of college kids. And, we're jaw-jacking. What kind of Steve Weisers you got in the cooler? And they cracked it open. Steel Reserve. I'd never heard of it.
I've never heard of that.
That'll make a man out of you.
It sounds like.
And they said, I think they told us this was kind of a challenge. You know what I mean? How should I put this? Like, that was their gimmick that day was let's drink the toughest beer known to man, at least that they were aware of. And it was pretty rough, but I
You can get through it after.
I got through three of them. Steel Reserve. I don't understand this entry into this list of the best specific times / events to have a beer. The beer you have while it's a misprint. Here's what I have in front of me. The beer you have while manning the girl. Manning the girl.
Oh, the grill.
I thought that might have been some hip slogan that I wasn't aware of, but right, it meant to say manning the grill.
It does kind of sound like a hip slogan.
Yes.
I manned my wife last night.
The beer on
Gave
the
her a manning.
I manned her. The beer on the pontoon, the bonfire beer.
Yeah.
The Just Got Good News beer.
Oh, that's a good beer.
Good news, boys. It's not my baby.
Let's have a beer.
When was the last time you had a Just Got News beer, Dana? You said it was good. Do you remember?
I'm trying to think
What
of a
the news
specific
was?
time.
So nothing that was so great it stands out.
No, nothing really that I can think of the top of my head.
What about just finalized my divorce beer?
We've had people text in and say they have divorce parties and things like that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I can't think either the last time I had a good news beer. Probably because, and Josh knows this, every damn day the news just gets better and better,
Yeah.
in my life at least. Right, Josh?
Oh, yeah. I'll just scroll through your favorite news source. It's all good stuff. Very uplifting.
Don't you always say that each day is what?
Better than the next.
Better than the next.
And then, like today, it's a little worse than yesterday, but it's going to be way better than tomorrow.
There you go. The beer you have after you get home from an event that you were dreading.
I can relate to that beer.
Or an event that just sucked, God, I finally got out of there. Sure.
Oh, I'm done with that. Thank
I like
God.
that. That's a good feeling. Yeah, now that's one that kind of grabs me. You're out doing something you didn't want to do. You finally get home.
You put on the sweatpants or the soccer shorts or something.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I should have said basketball shorts there. That
Well,
was
no, either way, I don't get that gimmick.
Oh, you don't?
No.
You just, when you get home, you just stay in your jeans?
Yeah, my wife gives me grief about it all the time.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
Yeah, if it's winter, the first thing I do is put on shorts.
Sweatpants and shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, which reminds me, I need to apologize to the UPS driver earlier this week. I was in my underpants, and I ran downstairs real quick, and our stairs are right by the front door.
Underpants.
And at the time he's taking a photo, I kind of walk by in my underpants, and we kind of locked eyes for a second. So
It's
my
okay.
apologies.
He probably thought you were wearing shorts.
I hope so, because I do wear baggy boxers.
Oh, my God, your boxers are massive.
So I'm
Like
hoping
swim trunks.
I'm hoping he assumed that's what it was, but it was
Yeah.
pretty embarrassing.
You were in
I think for
Sport and
both-
Wood, were you?
No.
Okay.
I think the last time we talked about your mat, you just ask him.
I was like, you're really just gonna go right past that, Nick?
You just
Get
asked
up.
Cubby if he had a boner.
Yeah, I did.
I think the last time we talked about your unbelievably oversized boxer shorts, like 1943 just enlisted into the Army boxer shorts. I think Dana compared it to the mid-90s basketball shorts.
Yeah.
like the Fab Five we're wearing.
I like to be comfy.
Another timely seasonal comparison. Remember in the Home Alone 2, Nick, you won't get this, but when Kevin wears his dad's bathing suit down to the pool.
Oh, yeah,
and they're
yeah.
so big that they fall off when he does a cannonball. That's another example.
Did Kevin have a boner?
Gross. He's a little kid.
Child.
He was like
Oh, it's a
11.
friggin' movie. The beer after your significant other leaves for the weekend and you have the house to yourself?
I can relate to that beer.
Sure.
That doesn't really happen much.
This only happens in small towns or on television. The over-the-fence beer with your next-door neighbor.
Yeah, it's kind of like
doesn't
it
happen.
makes me think of King of the Hill.
It doesn't
only-
really happen
No.
unless you're a small-town guy or you're on television.
I wouldn't have beer with any of my neighbors.
My last neighborhood, there was neighbors that would do that.
Would they?
Yeah, right over there.
That's always the dream, but it, like Nick says, never really seems to happen.
Right. Do they have boners, these guys, Josh?
Oh, yeah. I'd talk him into it. I'd give him a good talking to. I'd man him all night.
You give them a good talking to, they give you a good listening to. That was a line one of my dad's buddies used to say. He had a long-winded neighbor, Mr. Jones. And so every once in a while I'd say, hey, how's Mr. Jones doing? He's good. The other day I gave him a good listening to. The celebratory, finally, on this report of specific wonderful times or events to have a beer, the celebratory beer you crack after we don't know what this is like around here, the celebratory beer you crack after your team wins a big game. We don't win a lot of big games around
We
here.
do a lot of drinking during the game.
Yeah.
To deal with the sorrow.
Some big regular season games, but it never seems to happen in the playoffs.
The playoffs. No. So there you go. What else is going on around here? This is it. This is the last day.
The penultimate.
I'm going to apply myself.
Today you're going to apply yourself. Tomorrow there will be no applying. When will the no apply? Will the no applying start at 9 a.m.? Put in an effort for some show prep.
You mean like in preparation for tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'll push it a little longer. I will. I'll at least get myself ready to do absolutely nothing tomorrow. I'll be prepared to do nothing. We got to take a break. When we come back, we'll hit up the stupid news. You're a great crowd. Thanks for listening to the program.
The 93X Half-Ass Morning Show.
Well, hello to all my podcast friends out there. Dana here. And as always, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our show. Let's be honest, there are way too many podcasts out there. But the fact that you take time to listen to ours means the world. And it's, of course, all brought to you by my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, the best in the business. Just like podcasts, there are tons of HVAC companies out there, but Standard is the standard. And remember to get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. It's been colder than balls in Minnesota and only getting colder. Book appointments at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com. Enjoy the show.
Did you know that driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal? Driving high will get you a DUI. And if you're wondering if law enforcement can tell you're driving high, well, everyone else can. Friends?
I can tell you drove high.
Parents?
I can tell when you drive high.
Relatives?
I can tell. You drove here high, didn't you?
So what makes you think law enforcement can't?
I can tell.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hi, I'm Drew Barrymore, and I want to tell you how you can help to support the life-saving work of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. When you give, you're helping ensure families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, so they can focus on helping their child live. This holiday, help St. Jude give children the greatest gift, a chance at a lifetime.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Here we go. We had a fun conversation a few minutes ago talking about the best times, the best events, circumstances to go ahead and drink yourself a beer. We got a few text messages. We covered a lot, like your vacation beer, you just got home from an event that you didn't want to go to, a celebratory beer, a shower beer. We went all over the place. But our listeners, wonderful that they are, texted the Luther Bloomington Kia text line with some other ideas. This is a good one. The first beer that you had with your dad when you're a kid.
No memory of what one that was.
Because you were
too
9.
drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I want to do, Russ? When I was a kid, my dad shared a beer with me, and I thought it was about the best thing in the world. What movie?
Vacation.
Vacation. Hey, don't let your mom smell that beer on your breath. She'll take it out on me. Here are some other... I didn't consider some of these, Josh. Best times to have a beer. Here's a listener who says, what about the thank God it's just an ingrown hair beer?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, there's people that probably could use one at that time. Or oh God, it's not an ingrown hair beer. Somebody said it just got out of prison beer. I bet that one tastes pretty good.
Oh,
That
my.
one, yeah. I
Damn.
think the kids say hits different.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I can't imagine that feeling. Just got out of the cooler?
I mean, unless you're friends with Andy Dufresne, you probably don't get much beer in prison.
What in the hell are you talking about?
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
I got it.
What about the deer stand beer? A listener wants to know. Nothing like a Budweiser in a tree during a blizzard. That sounds nice.
That is nice. I went up hunting with my husband this year. I usually go up to my family's land and I hunt on my own. And we believe in, drinking during the day and
you believe in drinking
in the deer stand.
You believe in drinking and firearms.
Yeah, I mean, you're not getting hammered. And he does
not. In this
not.
house, we believe in day drinking.
Yeah. His family, though, up at their deer camp, they do not believe in that. And so I'm just sitting there. I'm like, are we done? Is it 6 p.m. yet?
They're very careful and responsible and dry all day long.
Yes.
in your husband's family.
Yep. Like, he thought I was crazy when I mentioned that kind of stuff. Oh, also, that reminds me. I loved getting to a ski snowboarding place and having a couple beers before doing that.
Oh, skiing or snowboarding.
Loosen up on the bunny hill or whatever?
Yeah, absolutely. And then if you fall, it doesn't hurt as much.
Skiing drunk is the only way I've ever skied.
Yeah, my husband thought I was absolutely insane for doing that. I was like, I've never been snowboarding sober.
Is he what Cubby would call a flatliner?
A little bit. He can be.
Can he really?
Yeah.
I like how responsible he is.
I say buzzkill, but
this would be a good one. Somebody else mentioned after quitting a horrible job beer.
Oh,
I could understand that. Or maybe even getting a great job.
Yeah, beer. I was gonna say quitting a job when you have another one lined up beer. That would be really great.
Oh, that's wonderful stuff. We appreciate the text messages. We do, as always. Oh, wait a minute here. Just got a text from Steel Eye Jesus. Sorry, dude, I didn't see this earlier. We've been having all this fun. He says, good morning, but can we keep the volume down today? He's got a level 9 overhang.
Oh.
Sorry, dude.
I'm very respectful of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I had emailed a friend who had a Christmas party Saturday, and I had to email her about some stuff around here, and I put everything in lowercase just to make sure that it didn't offend her hangover because I knew she was going to go for it. She did appreciate it, so consider that next time you're emailing someone who drank excessively the night before while shooting guns.
Even keep your emails at a lower level.
Yeah, just tone them down a little bit.
Now everyone's texting about their favorite beer. Drinking a beer right after proving that you're a true eater. You got to wash that taste out of your mouth.
Oh God! Well, then you're not a true eater.
Oh, you have to savor
true
it?
Eaters, yeah, they don't want that to go anywhere.
Hey, John Deere Jesus, true eaters savor it.
Yep.
Savor the flavor.
Until the following afternoon. No toothbrushing or whatever that is. No teeth brushing. You savor that.
Nothing but tap water. That's it.
Stop it.
Right? No, he's right. No certs,
just bland foods.
No banaka. Nothing.
Broth. Unflavored broth. That's all you get.
And tap water.
Gross, dude.
And here's, like I predicted, who needs a reason for a beer? Yeah, congratulations. You're a tough guy. I'm kidding with you, maple syrup Jesus, but I knew we'd get one of those. We're just talking specifics, Sure, you can drink a beer whenever you want to.
When you first get to a ball game.
When you get to the game.
The first beer.
What else did they say here? There were some other interesting ones in here. While driving, no.
That's why this conversation kind of kicked off.
That's how the conversation started.
You shouldn't do that. Our troopers are going to come in later this morning to remind you of why you shouldn't do that.
That first beer while driving, the guy says. No, that's what we're trying to avoid around here. And the cops are coming in later to talk about it.
And you're getting so many great alternatives. Yeah. I mean, there's so many other reasons to have one, not then.
Fishing beer. The first beer when you get out of rehab.
That's not. Don't do that.
Yeah.
A beer while driving. It's not funny. It was meant to be. It was a joke, obviously, on Instagram. It was a video of a guy kind of driving erratically on a backcountry road and drinking a beer, and the caption said, "Driving back to the bar to thank your friends for getting you an Uber home."
You got home and go, oh, God, I forgot to thank them.
I got to go back.
You know what? I've known people like that where they've been drinking all day and you successfully get them home, and next thing you know, they walk back into the door at the bar What are you doing?
Oh, no.
How did you get here?
Yeah. I remember once when we were teenage kids, we got invited to some kind of it was a long time ago. I think it was a wedding reception. Yeah, it was a wedding reception. And, of course, we're ripping down drinks when nobody's looking. And one of my best friend's dad was just annihilated at the end of the night. Annihilated. And so the moms that were at this wedding reception decided we were the ones that were going to drive him home. He's too drunk to drive. So we walked up to Mr. Yo-Yo, whatever his name was, and we said, look, Mr. Yo-Yo, you're too drunk to drive. We're going to give you a ride home. And he said, no, I'm driving. I'm going to drive. And he was insistent. I have to drive. Well, what about we giving you a ride home? No. What about walking home? And he said, I will be driving home because I'm too drunk to walk.
There's some logic there.
We got him out of there. We did.
Yeah.
We mentioned the first beer with your dad or older sibling. Similar to that, I would do it again. Jesus said that first legal beer in the bar.
Oh, sure.
I remember thinking, I still felt guilty, like somebody was going to come get me, but that was a cool feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow, I'm ordering this and it's totally legal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all on the books.
All right.
You can't do anything about this.
Yeah.
I'm 21.
When your kids finally move out, makes for a delicious beer.
Oh, I bet my parents had some major beers after they dropped me off at St. Cloud State.
All right, here we go with the Stupid News Report. We're very animal-friendly on this here radio show, and we can prove it. We're going to go top to bottom, back to front, animal action in today's Stupid News. It's going to be like watching Animal Planet on fentanyl. That's what it's going to be like. Let's start things off with a lady way out there in California. What's it say here? She says Amazon is how you say it. She says an Amazon delivery driver dropped off a package at her house last week, and then the sumbitch stole her cat.
One for you, one for me.
We're trading here.
Of course, she's got one of those doorbell cameras.
Yeah, everybody has those.
Oh, yeah, everybody.
It sure seems that way.
And she says she watched it happen on video. Apparently in the video you can see the driver man dump the package on her step. He takes a picture of the package like they all do. And she says then the driver man walked on over to her cat, who was also sitting there on the front step. The cat's name is Piper.
Cute.
Decent name.
So I'm hearing a lot of pets named Piper these days. So the driver man walks over. He's just standing by her cat, and the cat looks up at the guy as if to say, you can leave now. You've delivered your package. You can leave now. At first, it looks like he's just going to bend over and pet the cat, but after a few seconds, the driver grabs the cat by the scruff of its neck and carries the poor little kitty back to his delivery vehicle.
And how dare you pick them up like that? I know that they are fine with it, but...
Well, this cat was not fine with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Piper, the cat, was not happy in the video with what was going on. The cat was squirming around and meowing. He wants no part of it. So, it says here, it's possible that the driver thought it was a stray cat.
What?
It's possible that the driver was trying to help the cat if he thought it was a stray. But the lady points out, the homeowner lady, that this driver man was not handling the cat very nicely. The cat was literally on the edge of her front porch on a suburban street, so it's pretty effing strange that someone would assume the kitty didn't have a home. It's standing on someone's front porch.
Oh, I'd kill somebody. It's such a cute cat, too. It's a cat you want around.
Or steal. That's a cat you want to steal.
What
if he's looking for a gift for his kids or something?
That was my first thought, too, Josh.
You never friggin' know. This heartbroken lady called Amazon They said they're investigating.
I'd be like, no, you need to give me his address right now.
You're going to get even more upset here.
I'm going to deliver a punch.
You're going to get even more upset. According to this lady, Amazon said they do know who that driver is, but they just haven't contacted him yet. And it's been a week.
We'll get around to
What?
It's their busiest time of year.
What do you mean you haven't called the guy yet? Well, what the hell are you doing?
That is ridiculous.
The friggin' guy stole my cat. I'd be furious, too. What do you mean you haven't called him?
That's a little odd.
The lady also reported this bizarre nightmare to the police. They told her it could be weeks or months before they have time to look into it.
Dude, somebody give me my cat.
Right. What the hell are you doing over there? What do you mean weeks or months?
It is a bit odd. I mean, they can deliver something to you in like half an hour, but they can't make a phone call. Just text the person, something. I wonder if they know what happened to the cat, and they're trying to figure out, all right, lawyers, how do we get out of this one?
Oh.
It's like meet the parents where he's trying to find like a cat that looks similar to the original.
Right.
I don't get the response from Amazon if this is true, and I don't get the response from the cops either. We see videos all the time where some little kid left his backpack on the bus, and the cops bring the backpack back to the kid, and they have this cute little video.
They have donuts.
And they give him a badge.
Yeah.
He's an honorary deputy. But you don't have time to find my friggin' cat?
Yeah, the kid calls 911 on accident, and they show up and they bring him ice cream and
ice cream
It's
and a cake,
ridiculous.
and they give him a horseback ride, right? But you don't got time to look for my cat. No time for that, huh?
I would think I would go insane if I was her.
Me
I
too.
wouldn't be able to function. I'd be like, dude, we need to fight. Oh,
The cops,
I understand,
they'd
yeah.
be dealing with a killing spree. Because I would go on a chainsaw-swinging, stark-naked killing spree.
I would never leave them alone. I would sit in their waiting room all day.
Or no, actually, I think you would just go full John Wick and just take out everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or beekeeper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
She'd go beekeeper. is
People
what
would
she'd
have
do.
to die. Take my animal?
I mean, they got a lot of boxes there. Just ship it back to the lady.
You get a package from Amazon.
This poor cat.
So, there's two sides to every story. Here's the conversation that puts a bow on this particular story. It says here, if the driver man was actually looking out for the cat, like I said earlier, thought it was a stray, why wouldn't you knock on the front door, right? The cat's just sitting on a porch. Why wouldn't you knock on the front door and say, do you know whose cat this is?
Yeah.
That's what a normal person would do.
How does seeing a cat for 2 seconds outside someone's house tell you that the cat needs to be, quote, saved? I'd go bananas.
I would never. Cats they be doing stuff. I mean, they'll end up like 4 towns over from
Right.
their house in the middle of the night. If I've ever seen a cat just wandering, unless they look absolutely like mangled or
Right.
injured, I'm like, well, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, first off, someone stole my cat. Second, no one's willing to help me. I'd go nuts. Ashley's right. When we were kids, we'd let our cat out. And if some bitch would wander, God knows where, come back 5 days later and sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a neighborhood cat that'll just show up on the doorstep occasionally and just kind of walk around the neighborhood.
Oh, you guys saw our neighborhood cat at one of my parties. I can't remember
Oh,
which
yeah.
one. Yeah, he likes to hang out at our house and torment the dogs.
just kind of strolls through, strolls woods up, and then moves on to the next yard.
He lays on our porch, or if the car's parked outside.
I don't think I would do the outdoor cat thing today, just because I don't want the damn thing to get run over. But when we were young, we didn't have a concern in the world. My parents certainly had no concern for our cats. We just kicked the door open, see you in a week. We had this big fat-ass male cat when we were kids, and it was kind of interesting for me because he would be gone for 3-4 days. He'd come back with a fresh scar, you know what I mean?
We've got too many coyotes. I mean, I'm sure they'd love to eat a nice cat if they got a chance. Stanky Boy Jesus said he'd become an Amazon delivery driver himself. Then he'd infiltrate Amazon from the inside and find the driver. He's playing the long game.
I'd watch that
smart.
movie.
But he's responding faster than anybody else in this situation.
Someone
Yeah.
is just being realistic, saying that they would sue. Yeah, I'd probably sue.
Oh, I'm
Find
sure
some way
that's-
to sue.
I'm sure that's coming.
I'd be pretty pissed.
Good for her. I think
People sue
they've
about
got a
everything.
couple bucks, right?
Poor little kitties. Sometimes bad things happen to kitties. It's difficult to talk about, but it happens. Sometimes a bastard eagle will swoop down out of the sky and grab your kitty. Isn't that just awful?
Yeah.
In North Carolina, a gal narrowly escaped instant death out of nowheres as she was driving down the highway. A stinking dead cat carcass came crashing through the windshield of her car. God dang.
That would freak somebody out.
Can you imagine the shock and confusion? He's going about 60 miles per hour down the highway. Ba-bang! A dead cat comes through her windshield.
Oh, no.
You know, am I really seeing this, or did I just go completely insane, is what I would be thinking. Once this gal came to a screeching halt on the shoulder of the highway, once she was able to spit all the broken glass out of her mouth, she made a telephone call to the folks at 911.
Swain County 911. Okay, you may not believe me, but I just had a bald eagle drop a cat through my windshield, and it absolutely shattered my windshield.
I do believe you, honestly. Oh, my goodness. I've heard crazier.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Another question, is the cat still alive?
No, it is not, but it's on the side of the road.
Oh.
That is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Well, they're having some laughs over it.
Yeah, they're so cute. I like the way they sound.
I think those two should get together and
Oh, yeah, they're going to get a latte or something.
have dinner. So, yeah, you heard it right there. She told 911 that a bald eagle had dropped the cat on her. She saw it coming but couldn't steer her way out of the collision. Do you think it was intentional, Josh?
Yeah, these eagles are so tired of traffic.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a game. Who can hit the most cars between the eagles?
Is it possible that this woman had beef with the North Carolina bald eagle population?
I don't know. It is.
Why would
America's bird.
Why would they target her?
I think it was just a random dropping.
You think it was random?
They're just trying to hit cars.
I'll show you
the
a random
equivalent
dropping.
Oh, gross.
Oh, man.
Maybe it's the equivalent of throwing snowballs at cars for eagles.
The 911 operator sent out a patrolman to check things out over there. Man, that would make for an effed up scene. Dead cat in my lap, broken glass in my yapper, fresh turd in my shorts.
Right, yeah, skid marks on the freeway and your undergarments.
And imagine that call to your insurance agent. Says, yeah, so I had a little incident driving the other day. An eagle dropped a cat right through the windshield.
We've certainly heard a few stories of fish being dropped into a place where you wouldn't normally find a fish, because the eagle has a little twitch and he drops the damn thing. Never heard of a cat
My ex had
coming through like that. Yes.
My ex had a cat that was an outdoor cat, and it just disappeared one day. They're like, oh, well, this sucks. One day the cat came back and had huge talon marks on both sides of its stomach.
You're not buying that story, are you?
And it didn't want to be touched, and the cat's name was Lucky. Cute enough. But, yeah, it didn't want to be touched or, approached because, obviously, it's been through some stuff.
Who told you this story?
My ex-husband.
It never happened. The cat did not have talon marks on it.
Dude, it was
no,
crazy.
he did not. Josh, are you buying that one?
I don't know why they'd lie about it. Seems like a weird thing to lie about.
Didn't you say you saw it, Ashley?
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
I wish. That'd be crazy.
Does everyone remember the drunk raccoon that broke into a liquor store, drank all the hooch, and was then found completely blacked out on the floor of the liquor store bathroom?
One of my favorite photos in a while.
My hero.
Who could forget that character? Folks in the neighborhood, somewheres in Virginia, folks in town have been saying, hey, that episode at the liquor store where he passed out in the John, that's not his first raccoon rodeo.
I like that he's getting a reputation in the area.
He
Party
is.
animal.
Word is the same raccoon with the booze on his breath has been breaking his way into other businesses in town for a while now. Like Josh said, he's notorious. So they're saying, I know everyone loves this liquor store story, but they're saying that wasn't our first run-in with this peckerhead. An animal protection officer in the neighborhood by the name of Samantha. She's the one who picked his sorry, unconscious carcass up off the floor of that liquor store bathroom. She said, this is not the first time he's broken into a building here in town. This is the third break-in that he's had. Another time, I don't know, maybe he was preparing for a showdown with Johnny Lawrence and he needed to practice his moves. But another time, Josh, he busted his way into a karate studio. Whoop-a!
Yeah, that could be dangerous.
I'd watch a Karate Kid remake where it's just squirrels doing karate.
Well, it's a raccoon.
Oh, raccoon, that's what I meant.
Oh,
yeah.
like Kung Fu Panda.
But I would watch karate squirrels.
Yeah, definitely.
On another occasion, the little bastard broke into the local DMV. Not because he was looking for an official state identification or anything, I don't think. Word is they have a killer snack machine at the DMV, and our raccoon pal cleaned that thing smooth out. He ate everything. So the point is, everyone in this town wants you to know that this raccoon's been a shady character long before he forced his way into that liquor store and got blasted.
That's pretty funny. I like it when towns have that famous animal, you know?
Yeah.
Like you hear about ducks or like sheep running around all the time. Ashley, you had some sheep that used to get around. I bet your sheep were kind of... Oh, goats. I bet they were pretty famous in the neighborhood.
Yeah, they would escape all the time. I would get a text here when I was at work. Somebody would text me and be like, "Are these your goats?" Yes, they're always my goats. The answer is always yes.
Your goats would get out.
I don't know how they would do that.
It did seem like every couple of weeks, you're like, well, I got to go. Got some goats on the loose.
I gotta go wrangle these things.
I like to think there's people in that town that are like raccoon hipsters. You know, the raccoon's gone mainstream now that he was found drunk at the liquor store. Like, I like that raccoon back when he was breaking into DMVs, man.
well, we had was it the NPR raccoon?
Oh, yeah, that one nationwide.
That was a huge story. It climbed up the outside of the NPR building, that raccoon.
Yes. How did you guys miss this? Kung Fu Trash Panda.
Yeah, the trash panda. Yeah.
Kung Fu Trash Panda. Where were you on that one, Ashley?
I'm sorry.
People are texting in about the Kung Fu. No thanks on this one here. A dude in Tennessee found some type of damn dangerous python under the hood of his motor vehicle.
I think snakes are cool, but I don't know enough about them to know which ones would kill me and which ones wouldn't.
Right.
Just assume all of them would.
That's what I would assume.
That's what I'd do. I mean, except for those garter snakes.
Yeah, skinny little guy.
Yeah,
I've told you, I love seeing those. I'm sure everybody has them in their yards and stuff. Told you before, like the biggest, toughest friend I have, I found out he was afraid of snakes because it was kind of a big one in my yard. We're standing in my yard, and it kind of came towards us, and I've never seen a guy that big run that fast. He was terrified. And I was cracking up because I'm like, you're the toughest person I've ever met. But that little snake got him, freaked him out. Everybody knew they were completely harmless.
They're quick.
Oh, yeah, it did move fast. I will say it was startling. They came out of nowhere, but he took off.
Dude looks under the hood of his car and finds a python. And this is in Tennessee, not Biafra or something like that. Jesse is the feller's name. What happened was Jesse noticed a bad, awful stink coming from his whip. He even called up some of his bros and asked them to come over and get a whiff of his vehicle. And they said, yeah, dude, your friggin' car smells awful. After a couple days of dealing with the stench, he popped the hood just to see what he could see. And by God, Jesse found a big fat-ass snake coiled up on the engine. He called the animal control people. They came out to remove the snake and saw that, number one, it was deader than disco. And number two, it was some exotic sumbitch from thousands of miles away. So the overall idea is that this damn snake was an escaped pet, or some sorry prick just dumped it outside one day because they couldn't handle taking care of it.
Oh, yeah. forgot people like to do that. That's so sad.
And then it went up under the hood of Jesse's ride and onto the engine to try and stay warm. That's the theory. Like some cats do when they get out the house, right? We were just talking about cats.
River Falls Furniture Guy Jesus says of how to tell if a snake's bad or not. Red touches yellow, will kill a fellow. Red touches black, friend of Jack. He said more so with coral snakes in Florida.
Red and yellow is okay, but red and black?
No, the other way. Red touches yellow, will kill a fellow.
Oh.
Red touches black, friend of Jack.
Jesse, the car owner, he says he's just happy that the snake didn't slither into his house and kill him while he slept.
Yeah. I mean, you see people who all of a sudden one pops out of the toilet or a ceiling or something like that. But I think when they show up out of places you wouldn't expect, that's the worst. Luckily, I've never found anything in a toilet.
Stanky Boy Jesus said that the snakes are working together with the birds to take over.
Yeah, there's signs, right?
When a snake comes at you from a place you wouldn't expect, is that what you said, Josh?
Yeah.
Like you crack open a box of cereal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or you open a cupboard or something.
Here comes some big fat ass. What is this?
Surprise, bitch!
Right. You didn't think I would lurk in a box of Captain Crunch for 2 months in order to kill you, but that was my plan all along.
Yeah, it's a whole all set up. I don't remember buying bugles. I love bugle. You open that up, and here comes that son of a gun. Latches onto your face.
One more for you here real quick, and again with the snakes. It says here, Zootopia Part 2 has been a worldwide sensation. It's made $1 billion up and down this way and that. Never saw it. Someone want to fill me in on Zootopia?
I liked the first one. It was like about a bunny that was a parking attendant. Is that what she was?
I didn't see it, but I know what you're talking about. I know these movies are huge. It's Jason Bateman, right? Isn't he?
That sounds right.
I'm not sure. Guy in there? I'm really bad at that when I'm watching like an animated film, recognizing anybody.
You're like, I know that voice, but I can't picture who it is.
Oh, really? Exactly. I'm always curious who does it. Sometimes you're kind of surprised. You know?
Unless it's somebody really obvious, then I notice. But yeah, that movie's really cute. That's the one with the sloth that works at the DMV.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, that sounds unbelievable. We're talking here about Zootopia Part 2. Now, according to the story, the film's breakout character is a snake named Gary DeSnake. And he's modeled after a real highly venomous snake called a blue Indonesian pit viper. Woo, that sounds like it'll take a piece out of your cubby before you can say Jack Robinson.
Pit viper just sounds cool. That's those sunglasses people dig, right?
Yes,
Pit vipers?
I thought that sounded familiar, yeah.
Dude.
I tried on a pair thanks to Snot Rocket Cheeses at the
How'd
State
those
Fair.
work?
I was told they didn't look that ridiculous on me.
I think they look ridiculous on everybody.
Oh, shoot, they lied to me. God,
so Gary DeSnake is a cartoon character modeled after a real highly venomous snake called a blue Indonesian pit viper, which in real life will just bite you up and down. It's rare that it would kill you on contact, but it hurts like a pig. You'll swell up and be sick as a dog, okay? So fans of this Zootopia Part 2 movie in China are buying real pit vipers and trying to keep them as pets because they're so crazy in love with Zootopia Part 2. They're buying the real friggin' thing because they like the cartoon character. It's become such a problem that Chinese state media, whatever that means, have had to go ahead and release a countrywide statement.
Hey, dummies.
And of course, they're speaking to grown people here. It's not 7-year-olds that are going out and buying these snakes. It's their parents.
Yeah.
Countrywide statement.
Yes. And they've had to say, in the movie, the blue snake, the Indonesian pit viper snake, is endearing and has human-like traits, but the real life sumbitch is going to kill you.
Why don't they just get a bunny or a fox? The other main characters.
Something a little more safe.
Yeah.
So they're telling everyone in town if a venomous snake escapes from your cute little aquarium or whatever you put a snake into, it could endanger little kids and this and that. They're having to actually tell grown people, this is not a cartoon character that you're bringing home. This is a real, live, dangerous, stupid, violent, bloodthirsty snake.
Gary the Snake. They didn't really think about that much, did they?
Yeah, they're on a time crunch that day, Ashley.
Yeah, they had deadlines.
They're ready to get home.
I know how much you love Shakira, Nick. Apparently, she's a voice in there.
Shakira.
Oh, you got my interest.
What does she
Oh,
play?
you got you have a Shakira thing too, huh?
Oh, I had a Shakira poster in my room growing up.
Did you really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Her hips do not lie.
No, they don't, Ashley. They do
I'll
not.
tell you what, I've seen her on video once or twice, and I like it.
Yeah, I think people enjoy the way her hips move.
Mm-hmm.
You had to be there, really.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
I mean, I've always tried to do it in communities where people see me. I'm a regular guy. I do regular stuff. You know, people see me all the time. It's my mission to have a 50-state Shackathon. I want to get 50 of my biggest friends, and they just take care of where they're from.
I personally don't care if Shaq is throwing a Christmas party because he should be in prison.
Oh, yeah.
He does do a lot of good for the communities that he visits and lives in. And
But
does that do anything
Josh,
for- I know what he did in a moment of weakness. So the guy took a toothbrush and put it up his butt and handed it to somebody who didn't know. It could happen to anybody. It's just one of them things.
I think it's weird he was saying, like, I'm a normal guy. I want to have this, like, ginormous Christmas party. Like, all of my, his 50 probably richest friends.
So he wants to throw a Christmas party and raise money for people?
Yeah, give kids a Christmas that might not otherwise get one.
And that's a wonderful thing.
Uh-oh.
But
Literally.
He took somebody. He took somebody's toothbrush, Josh.
Yeah, he did. And then what did he do?
He inserted it into his anus.
Yes, he penetrated his anus.
Right. Then he secretively put that toothbrush back so its owner would use it without any knowledge of the anusing.
Yes.
I can never forgive him for that ever.
So went from Shaq's hand to Shaq's anus.
Yes.
To victim's hand to victim's mouth.
Right.
That was how it traveled?
Yeah.
That's pretty gross.
All right. The Wolves weren't good enough last night. They lost at home to the Memphis Grizzlies. The Pigs play a game in Columbus tonight. Apparently that's still a go. Marcus Foligno will be on the telephone line with us in exactly 60 minutes. The matchup for this week's Thursday NFL game is the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. When we come back, we'll get into Josh's news report. Stick around.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Well, hello to all my podcast friends out there. Dana here. And as always, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our show. Let's be honest, there are way too many podcasts out there. But the fact that you take time to listen to ours means the world. And it's, of course, all brought to you by my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, the best in the business. Just like podcasts, there are tons of HVAC companies out there, but Standard is the standard. And remember to get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. It's been colder than balls in Minnesota and only getting colder. Book appointments at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com. Enjoy the show.
Hey there, I'm Paula Pant, host of the Afford Anything podcast. I help people make the smartest money decisions possible because let's face it, money's too important to wing it. From investing strategies to economic trends to savvy travel, lifestyle design, and beyond, we're in this journey to financial independence together. Remember, you can afford anything, just not everything. So, afford anything. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Half-Assed Morning Show.
69. This show sucks. Who are you, fart knockers?
93X.
Think of people who couldn't afford to rebuy packages, you know what I mean? Or what if you had a kid and it was that one present and that's what got taken off your porch?
It's the most magical time of the year. That special season when the magic of the holidays is in the air and somehow your mail magically disappears. According to the Washington County Sheriff's Office, a deputy was sent to Lake Elmo early last Thursday afternoon when a caller reported seeing someone step out of a sedan and take packages from at least 2 homes. Not long after that, police in Oakdale spotted the suspect vehicle parked in front of Twin Cities Pawn, and officers arrested all 4 individuals. Investigators later saying 2 of the suspects were carrying multiple items that didn't belong to them, including Social Security and credit cards. All 4 suspects now face charges of aiding and abetting mail theft. According to safety research company Safewise, rip-off time is here. Safewise reports roughly 250,000 packages are stolen nationwide every day. The firm estimated the total value of items lost in the past year alone, nearly $15 billion.
My Lord. Nobody has ever done that to me. I can't imagine how angry I would be.
You never had anything stolen off the front porch?
No, I've had it delivered to my neighbors. For some reason, they love giving all our packages to our neighbors. But, yeah, nothing has been taken.
Oh, on accident?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have this very, very similar address to it's the exact same numbers. The street name is very similar. And so we get some neighbors' mail quite often.
Josh, when you were a kid, did you guys use rip-off to describe most things? Everything was a rip-off?
Oh, yeah, totally. Everything was a ripoff.
One of my buddies was just obsessed with it. Didn't matter what you told him. Hey, man, the Vikings lost today. Oh, dude, ripoff. Hey, my girlfriend broke up with me. Oh, no, dude, total ripoff. Everything was a ripoff.
Yeah, there was a time.
Yeah, that was a hot friggin' word for a stretch of time there.
A woman posing as a self-proclaimed shaman worked alongside her 19-year-old daughter in a long-running scheme, convincing victims to hand over their jewelry by claiming it was cursed and responsible for all their misfortune, and they'd happily take that off their hands. The pair hunted wealthy women on the streets of Munich and Vienna, spinning elaborate stories about evil spirits clinging to precious rings and necklaces, and insisting those spirits could only be removed by them, but for a fee.
Right.
A fee, again, they were happy to collect. Prosecutors detailed how the mother and daughter frightened their victims with vivid predictions of loved ones falling seriously ill or dying in tragic accidents.
Come on, who's buying this?
Unfortunately, a lot of people.
God.
They promised that all of it could be prevented if the jewelry was cleansed through rituals only they could perform.
Yeah.
Once the jewel, again, these are complete strangers they're walking up to. It's not like women looking for this type of service.
Right.
So, I mean, it was just, they were bum rushed by him. And
They're on the sidewalk in Germany preaching this crap, and people are, wait a minute, who me?
Yeah.
I'm in grave danger? How much do you need?
This $500,000 brooch? Oh, my God, take it. Once the jewelry and the money were in their hands, the women vanished, leaving at least 19 victims defrauded over a span of 10 years, and police believe there could be dozens more. One of the women paid more than $673,000 after becoming convinced she was possessed by demons, while another handed over $65,000 in the hope her cancer would disappear.
Oh, terrible.
A hope that heartbreakingly went unfulfilled when she later died of the illness.
Oh, geez. She died?
Evidence the women were more sham than shaman. And gathering enough evidence, Australian police raided the family's residence in Vienna and uncovered about 25 kilos of gold bars, watches, wedding rings, bundles of Swiss and American banknotes, and a fleet of 14 cars.
14?
Whoa.
Who needs 14 cars?
This sounds like a movie.
With authorities convinced the pair took in more than $11 million from their victims at minimum. During the raid, the daughter, the woman's 48-year-old husband, and her 29-year-old son were arrested. The matriarch of the family, however, is still on the run.
That is friggin' shocking. Not that there are people out there who would buy this kind of nonsense, but shocking to learn. What did you say? How many millions of dollars?
At least 11.
$11 million they raked in. I could totally understand they went out on a weekend and made $500 with that, right? But I already forgot the number again. $11 million. That's concerning as all hell.
They should have quit while they were ahead.
I always think that too, Ashley. Like, you know, don't you have enough if you had like $1 or $2 million and you kind of float under the radar a little bit better?
Yeah. I'd be cool with that.
That's how far your scam would go?
Yep.
Just a little light crime to, you know, get me some retirement money.
Yeah, you could live off $1-2 million if you do it right.
I can believe you suckered one old lady into writing you a check for 5 bills maybe. But hundreds and hundreds of people taken to the cleaners by this crap? Woo-wee.
Washington is dialing up a response to robocalls. with a new federal bill aimed at hanging up on unwanted rings, especially those coming from overseas and pestering plenty of Minnesotans.
It's just one of those things that I think all of us want to end, and so this is an effort.
It's just one of those things, the bill's author said. The proposal would punch up a task force to study robocalls from both domestic and international sources, identifying countries responsible for a high volume of unlawful calls, and test ways for cross-border cooperation to finally silence them, which is great, because then your phone won't be too busy to answer a call like Buddy the Elf, as today is Answer the Telephone Like Buddy the Elf Day.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
After that movie came out, we answered our phone that way for a very long time.
That's so cute.
If the bill passes, the task force would compile its findings and deliver recommendations to Congress within a year.
Well, answer Buddy's question, if you don't mind, Josh.
My favorite color?
Yeah.
Well, it used to be blue for many, many years.
What?
Typical dude.
What are you?
I'm sorry, I can't control
Am
it.
I basic?
That's
Yeah.
the dumbest thing I've heard all day to have your favorite color.
I kind of like black now.
Yeah, that's my favorite color.
Does that mean I've been hanging out with Ashley too much?
Probably.
Are you going through a goth phase, Josh?
I am. Do you like my eyeliner?
Yeah, I do. You look like the lead singer of My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. We mentioned our buddy Dan Dingman from time to time, the king of Luther Bloomington Kia. When my older kids were younger and Elf came out, they were obsessed with the movie. They loved it, and he used to let the kids answer the phone at the dealership by saying exactly that.
That's funny.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
That would make my day if I called somebody and they answered like that.
That would make me pretty happy, too. So if somebody answers today, they're not having a stroke. It's just answer the phone like Buddy the Elf Day. Proof that when bad decisions go viral, others quickly follow. Minnesota school officials say they're now seeing copycat behavior ripple through Dakota County after online threats forced high schools to close on Tuesday.
Come on.
Apparently prompting a series of ill-advised follow-ups. In a message sent to families yesterday by the Burnsville-Egan Savage School District, officials explained that late Tuesday, a student sent a threatening message to a staff member at Eagle Ridge Middle School in Savage, and possibly to a staff member at Edward Neal Elementary in the Vag as well.
Ed Neal.
The student was identified as a sixth grader, and when confronted, they admitted sending the message in an attempt to get out of school.
That is so young.
Meanwhile, it's a sixth grader and a 16-year-old so far.
So once one kid pulls this bit, then the rest of the kids go, ha, I could do that.
Yeah, what a great idea.
So this is how it's going to go today. Local elementary school, what's your favorite color? There's a bomb in the school. That's how it's going to play itself out today.
Meanwhile, in Rosemont, Apple Valley, and Egan's district, all of which were closed Tuesday, they returned to class yesterday. Police arrested a 16-year-old Tuesday, saying they believed he was responsible for the original online threats that sparked those shutdowns. A video that circulated online showed firearms spread across the table and included wording that asked, "What should I shoot up? Apple Valley High School or Eastview High School?" The video also referenced Rosemont High School, adding, "Looks like Burnsville gonna get shot up first," and then asked viewers to pick a time. As part of that investigation, police executed a search warrant at a home in Egan, though they said no weapons were found. Later Tuesday, Burnsville police questioned two juveniles about another social media threat posted that day, this one targeting Nicollet Middle School in Burnsville and Eagle Ridge Middle School in the Vag. The district also confirmed that another teen, a student, was later identified as having posed a separate social media threat toward Egan High School on Tuesday.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
Hello.
What are your messages to anyone that feels as though they want to do the same thing?
This is unacceptable behavior. And so every single one of these we get, we investigate. And if there's something that's criminal of nature, we are pursuing to the best of our ability.
In a follow-up message yesterday, District 191 told families the threatening image that mentioned our middle schools Tuesday was also posted by a student as an attempt to get out of school. It's not unusual to see an increase in actions like this after a community experiences a social media threat, they said. Unfortunately, students sometimes make bad decisions that affect many, many people around them, adding that without truly understanding their actions, they continue this process.
Cubby, do you have any idea what happens to a sixth grade kid who makes a threat over the phone or over the internet about killing everyone at the school? What happens to a sixth grade kid?
I don't know. They didn't mention, at least I read a few stories on it to try and see if I could get information on just that.
The punishment.
I think today they're going to announce, at least for the 16-year-old, how they're going to go after him, or her, I guess. I'm guessing a guy. Girls are usually smarter than that.
True.
He or she went to juvie, right?
Oh, what?
So at least for the night or for a little bit. I think today is when they're going to announce some of those. But
I think if you're going to do big boy stuff like this, maybe it's time to take a big boy gulp of medicine.
I agree.
Yeah,
sixth
I'm
grade.
with you on that.
I mean, a 16-year-old can handle it, but you want to really scare the piss out of a sixth grader? Send them to juvie for a couple of months.
The district went on to call the behavior unacceptable, reminding students and parents that such actions can carry serious consequences, not only under school discipline policies, but legally as well. And again, I think we find out more today on what kind of punishments these kids are looking at.
I went to one of the high schools in question there, and we had a lot of bomb threats when I went there. I graduated in 2004 from USU, and they were much less, they're not as sophisticated. It was just somebody would write bomb in the bathroom wall in a Sharpie, and that would have to cause the whole school to get evacuated.
Oh, they did. They would evacuate?
Oh, yeah. We'd go outside, and we'd stand there for a couple hours. They'd eventually let us back in.
Wow, we never had anything like that in any of the schools I went to.
Well, Dana was in high school when...
shortly after Columbine.
Right, when violence and bomb threats were really taken off in popularity.
And it was funny, too. The first one, it was very scary. You know, kids were crying, they're scared, and then by the third or fourth one, it's just like, ugh. We got to go outside. All right, I'll grab my backpack. Let's go. And then they let us back in like 20 minutes as opposed to the first one. We were outside for like 3 hours.
I've got a kid in one of the districts, and a buddy of mine does too. And so obviously we're talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, just like me and Nick have said before, this was never a thing when I grew up. And he's younger. He graduated in 99. So, it was post-Columbine his senior year, but just by a couple of months, right, if even. And so he had mentioned they had bomb threats when he was in school, but they didn't even evacuate because they knew it was some idiot, right? Some kid. But now, obviously, you can't mess around.
No.
And just to keep things balanced, it wasn't just teenagers proving their brains are still under construction. Some younger students showed they're still working through that decision-making phase as well. An incident that began with juveniles showing a bold display of make-believe marksmanship by making shooting gestures with their fingers towards school security officers ended with the discovery of a realistic-looking pellet gun in an 11-year-old's backpack. Officers were called to Humboldt Heights School in St. Paul's West Side just before 2:20 p.m. Tuesday, but by the time they arrived, the juveniles involved had already left the area. Police searched the surrounding neighborhood and located them about half a mile from the school. As officers approached, one of the kids tossed a backpack over a fence, a move that didn't quite fool the fuzz. When officers recovered the backpack, they saw what appeared to be a firearm inside. Further investigation determined the arsenal was more pretend than potent, as it was discovered to be a pellet gun. The kids were still armed with their imaginary finger guns, though the intimidation factor dropped sharply once it was confirmed they forgot the imaginary bullets. I'm sure that's humbling for a kid. Police say the investigation is ongoing. It may be the season of giving, but Santa does have his limits. Handing out presents to kids, perfectly fine. Handing out jars of weed, though, not so much. Police in California said that line was crossed when a Christmas display popped up near a local high school, offering something far different than ornaments and candy canes. Sitting next to an existing sign advertising the school's Christmas tree sale was a festive setup of its own, complete with a cardboard message that read, "Merry Christmas, free weed, organic and cage-free."
Obviously illegal to try and distribute marijuana to anybody under the age of 21.
It's that time of the year to be merry, but maybe not that way around the high school.
Maybe if it was in a different circumstance where there's just adults around.
According to a social media post from the Auburn Police Department, there were 29 jars of marijuana placed neatly beside the sign, which seems like the perfect stoner advent calendar. So the reindeer roll call turned into On Dasher and Dancer and Chronic and Blazin, and suddenly Santa's HR department is involved.
I'm kind of disappointed I didn't make it here before the cops.
It's at a high school, too. That is crazy to me.
There's some funny people around here, I gotta say.
Police got blunt online, writing the holidays can be stressful. We get it. But leaving a box of, quote, free marijuana on the sidewalk is not how you spread cheer to the neighborhood, they wrote. Adding, surprises are for stockings, not sidewalks. A nearby resident alerted authorities. Officers responded, and that display was removed.
I would think that it's a trap. Like, I'd go over there and grab some weed, and next thing I know, a big cardboard box falls on top of me.
Right, exactly.
You got me.
The cops got you. Or I would assume it's, like, poisoned in some way or another.
So there's really some grass in these jars?
Yeah, suppose it was 29 jars of marijuana. Handing it out for Christmas.
Half-assed morning show. Due to some sexual content, parental discretion is advised.
On 93X.
A viral video claiming Arkansas radio DJs were having sex in the studio live on air and completely unaware is fake. The clip that's been making the rounds on social media shows a car radio tuned to Power 92.3 jams in Little Rock. And if you listen without context, it does sound like the DJs are getting a little too enthusiastic on a hot mic. Plenty of people took it at face value, assuming they were hearing something that was never meant to be broadcast. And the video spread fast as listeners shared it.
Oh, dude, I'm kind of mad that you're telling this story. We should have kept it a secret and done something like that. That'd be fun.
Well, who's going to be having sex on the show?
You and Dana.
I'm listening.
Yeah, go on.
However, what looked like an embarrassing moment of radio history turned out to be nothing more than internet mischief, which is unfortunate because outside of a sensual evening with Cher, 1980s Madonna, and a handsy Henry Cavill, I can't think of anything I've ever wanted more. Here's a clip. Oh, and a warning to parents. There's a sex clip that's about to be played. I should have put that before my out cue. Sadly, the market manager shut it down with a statement saying, "We are aware of a video circulating online and want to be absolutely clear it's fabricated and untrue. Nothing depicted in the video occurred, and it has no connection to Power 92."
Power 90. So people were hearing this over the air.
Well, somebody faked that they made a video and said, "Hey, look!"
Bless you!
Oh, wow.
They made a video and said, "Listen to what I heard," and that never aired.
It never did.
Yeah, it wasn't like the radio. As far as I know, I mean, the story I read said it wasn't the radio station like pulling a bit.
Because it sounded like somebody was getting it on.
Yeah, it really did.
You know what I'm saying?
They were having a good time.
You know what those sounds are like. You're familiar with those sounds.
I've never heard them in person, but we've played audio before that sounded like that. DJ in disc jockey is capitalized because it's an abbreviation. If it weren't, it would have a lowercase j, and that little dot above that j has a name. So here's your grammar fun fact for the day. The dot over a lowercase I or j is called a tittle. Were you guys aware of that?
I love that.
Yeah. Of course I was aware of that.
You can't forget to add the tittle. The Seahawks host the Rams on Thursday Night Football. Today's a great day to crack open a couple of Steve Weisers to celebrate the 61st birthday of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Man, he's 61.
I know, it is hard to believe.
Yeah.
Looking great. Brad Pitt, 62, Steven Spielberg, 79, and scientific marvel Rolling Stones guitarist Keith Richards, who unfortunately did have to back out of an upcoming Rolling Stones tour.
Are we preparing for the worst here?
I saw a couple articles suggesting the same. There's not a lot of details on it, but folks are saying he's 82, and it's not good that he pulled out. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious, but you're right, it does sound not good.
Turns 82 today.
Today, he's 82.
Brad Pitt is 62 years old.
I like how you went back two birthdays.
I was sitting on that one.
I couldn't get past that.
You would.
What? Oh, yeah.
I would.
10 times over.
My wife doesn't think he's handsome.
What?
I don't get it. I
not
mean,
her type, I guess.
Yeah, he's not big and muscular enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot that's not her type about it, but I'm like, you can't acknowledge that he's attractive. She's
gorgeous.
Like, no, she will only acknowledge that other people find him attractive.
He's a gift from God.
I just don't get it.
Keep in your pants,
She refuses to say, yeah, I can see it.
She's just trying to be different.
Maybe. She can't even see it. And that's 93X News.
Randy Shaver.
On the Half-Assed Morning Show.
It was just, fun just to see the kids going down the aisle, just, putting on their fits and just being in that moment, being in that happy moment for a second. That's what it's all about, just having that smile on their face and then just enjoying being here with me and dancing with me. And, it's just all exciting.
Justin Jefferson had a Christmas party?
Yeah, he did too.
Who was the designated driver? Addison Jordan?
No, Jordan Addison is not allowed to drive.
Hey, Randy Shaver.
Good morning.
Were you invited to Justin Jefferson's Christmas party?
Unfortunately, I was not.
Oh, I bet he had gift bags to give out to people, too.
I think you're right.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like some people at the end of the party, they give out little gift bags with, different cool things.
This was
in
for
them.
kids.
Yeah, it's for kids at a hospital.
Yeah, it's a charity thing.
Yeah.
I've
I
never
bet they
been
had
to-
some cool stuff in there.
I bet you're right.
Little
I've never
Nintendo
been to
Switch
a-
for everybody.
Oh.
You've been to a Christmas party before? We're on the way out. They handed you a present in a gift bag?
Yeah.
Sounds kind of nice.
Yeah, my dad's his boss that he used to work for back in the day. He used to have these huge, extravagant Christmas parties.
Those
and
were
give
the
those out.
days.
Yeah,
those
actually,
were the days when Christmas parties were real Christmas parties.
I remember thinking, like, oh, dude, this family's this family has made it in life because they had a large entryway with like really high ceilings, and they had an actual basketball hoop in there. It was so cool.
Whoa. Dang.
I thought this is gonna be me one day.
Did you mess around and get a triple-double?
Oh yeah.
The parties around here used to be kind of crazy.
Well,
This
you're-
is mellowed out a lot.
We're
They used to hand
talking-
out barf bags on the way out because they knew people drank too much.
I wish it was still like that.
Randy Shaver was just saying those were the days of real
They
Christmas.
were.
Now, are you
Yes, they
talking
were.
about company Christmas parties or private Christmas parties?
Oh, company Christmas parties.
What's the wildest thing that ever happened at a Care 11 Christmas party?
Oh, they had Christmas parties where majors dressed up as Elvis Presley and sang on the stage.
That's
and
awesome.
They gave away, you could pull a number or a card off the tree, and sometimes it'd be a television or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, we used to have some great Christmas parties.
Where did
back
you
in the
host
day.
the party? Like at a hotel ballroom type of a thing?
Yeah, I remember it being in Lake Calhoun, down in that area.
The Beach Club?
Yep. Because, CARE, that's where they originated from. That was the first location for Channel 11 was at the Calhoun Beach Club.
Oh,
Now,
I didn't
did
know
folks duck into the janitor's closet and bump?
I couldn't tell you that.
Name names, Randy.
There were hookups at ours back in the day, that's for sure.
Wouldn't surprise me, but
Yeah,
they were great parties.
A couple weeks ago, we were talking about our company Christmas parties over the years, and yeah, we've seen some things.
They were swanky back in the day.
We've
Back
seen a few
When
damn
we were
things.
owned by Disney, they spared no expense.
Oh, I got to go when I was working for the Polads at Go 96.3, the radio station that
Yeah.
was the home of the Twins. We were technically Twins employees, so we got to go to the Twins Christmas party.
Oh,
and that was a
sweet.
show.
Dude,
My
I
goodness.
bet.
When you read stories about how they're so far in debt, I know why, because of those Christmas parties.
But
Man,
it does such a great job for morale, though, when you have a party like that. Everybody just feels really good about what they're doing.
People
They
just
feel-
got-
you feel appreciated.
that's
Yeah.
nice, and that's a nice feeling. Sure, people would just get loaded, wouldn't they, Randy?
We had a few. Sure, we had a few.
Just get
but
hammered.
It was just nice to walk into a place and, like I say, feel appreciated.
Absolutely.
I want
Now,
to feel that way.
You're appreciated.
is it only in the movies where they have the company Christmas party and then everyone goes to work the next day? Is that only in the movies?
Probably.
Oh yeah, it's usually on a Friday, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody have company Christmas parties at their building?
That's also maybe only in the movies.
Because I mean, like I know here, like you can't have alcohol in here, right? So
Right.
so the people aren't photocopying their butts and stuff like in the movies.
I just watched a Christmas movie with Jason Bateman was in it, and
Oh, is that
Office Christmas party?
Oh yeah, because we were talking about that.
we watched that one too, Ashley. That one's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, this would be so cool, and they all find out that they're, the company has no money or whatever, and they're getting let go, and so they completely destroy the building. That's so fun.
I think it's only in the movies where you have it at your office. God help us, we all know what happened at the Nakatomi Plaza.
Oh, for sure.
One of my pals got fired at his company Christmas party because he had a little too much Southern comfort and asked the boss's wife if she'd be interested in giving him a BJ.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Well?
at the party.
At the party.
Now I'm hoping there's something redeeming about this guy. Was there any signs beforehand, flirtations?
That I couldn't tell you.
If that was just a cold call, that's so much worse.
Talk about shooting your shot.
I can tell you this much, Cubby. He's one of the most wonderful, friendly, maybe the happiest guy I've ever known. happiest sumbitch I've ever known. Kind of dirty and filthy when you see him in person, but happy as hell. Doesn't matter what's going on around him.
Bug-Eye Wagon Jesus says they have their company Christmas party today at work over lunchtime. Then we all go back to work after it. So exciting and meaningful, he says.
Those ones are so stupid.
Oh, yeah, those are bad. Yeah, or they hand out the $100 gift card to Cub or something. We used to have. Last few years I was there, that was kind of like the joke was, oh boy, here come the gift cards.
Have you guys ever had an office Christmas party where it's like a potluck, and so everybody brings a little
Well,
dish.
that's what ours is.
And they're just all trash dishes.
Ours is a bit of a potluck.
Like, I don't know if this person washed their hands. This person has a cat they let on the counter.
That crock pot is from 1973.
Yeah, everything's burnt.
Ours is. I don't know. We can't even get that thing. There's there's nothing that can clean that thing.
No, coming back.
You got to invest in those bags, crock pot bags.
Oh, those are the best.
They look disgusting, but it's worth it.
This pal of mine, he's led quite an interesting life. The one who got fired for asking the boss's wife if she was interested in going down. He also went to prison for something that you don't need to know about. But he made the best of his time by becoming the prison ping pong champion.
Oh, that's cool.
Right.
Yeah. Productive use of time.
Yeah. Randy Shaver is here. In about 20 minutes, we'll talk to Marcus Foligno from the Man Bear Pigs. We'll have to ask him about his company.
Lots to talk about.
There's plenty to talk about, including we should probably ask him about the company Christmas party.
I'm sure they have something.
Yeah. Wonder, we should ask him if he's going to get a deal on Twins tickets now that his boss is also a minority owner with the Twins.
I bet you're right.
I don't think you need much of a deal this season coming up. I think there'll be plenty of deals going around.
I was wondering, Randy, if you found that interesting at all.
Monster story yesterday.
That's a monster story?
Yes, it is.
Well, tell us why it's a monster story.
Well, first of all, I mean, for the Pohlad family to switch or they basically forced Joe Pohlad to walk away.
Joe Pohlad is no longer running things. It's his brother Ernie. Tom Pohlad.
Yeah, I mean, if you read between the lines through all this, it sounds like this was a huge family issue because Tom Pohlad is quoted as saying, this has been hard on the family. It's been hard between the two brothers.
Oh, yeah?
So that this thing... there was a lot of hand-wringing with this decision, but Tom Pohlad is now the day-to-day operation person for the Twins. And then they named all the minority investors, which obviously I think most people recognize the Leopold name with the Wild, but there's a couple of others that supposedly will infuse some excitement into the organization and stabilize it a little bit ownership-wise.
So you look at this as a very positive thing?
I do. I mean, I think we all, I shouldn't say we all, but I think most Twins fans were really hoping the Pohlads would just sell the team and move on.
Sure, that was the overall vibe around here.
And I think the Pohlad family made the switch because Joe had taken such a beating from the media, from the fans, they were mistakes. I mean, to say that they, you go from making the wild card and winning a playoff game to cutting your payroll the next year substantially. I mean, what did you expect fans to do or say or feel? And he just took the brunt of it, and rightly so in a lot of ways. That's comes with the territory.
Do you think of this as like hitting the reset button?
Well, I think
let's start over again. And
I think what they are hoping is that Twins fans will allow them some time now, to prove, Nick, that they are going to do this the right way.
Okay.
And I think the switch in leadership in the family and the announcement of the minority investors, I think they hope gives them a little bit of time to prove that they are really in this thing to win. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it's going to take time and it's going to take money.
I read a comment here.
Yeah.
Time and money, absolutely.
Yep.
I read a comment here where they mentioned something about the relentless pursuit of a championship.
Yes, that line. I mean, that's
relentless.
He used it like twice.
That's Tom Pollad's line, and so as fans, we should all hold them to it. If that's if that's what you're saying, that you're going to do, then you got to back that up, and you can't. The Pollads cannot afford to do anything else in this market to turn fans away.
Right.
They just can't. They can't afford that.
So you're saying, speaking of Christmas,
they know that.
Speaking of Christmas, it could be kind of an iffy situation at the Pollad family Christmas.
I'm sure.
A little iffy. The vibe is a little iffy.
When I had to read that quote like 3 times yesterday just to kind of like soak it in, because here's the quote. It's been hard on our family. This decision to make a transition within our family has been extremely difficult. It's been hard in the relationship between Joe and myself. It's been especially hard on my dad and my 2 uncles. That tells you all you need to know. This was a super difficult decision, but I think the Pollads realized they had to do something for the PR part of this,
right?
To let Twins fans know it's not the same old.
All right, let's go then. Let's get some things done. Let's spend some money.
We'll see. We'll see.
Moving on to football, troubled Vikings head coach Skippy O'Connor there let us know yesterday that Josh Metellus is all done.
Yeah, that's too bad.
He's going to have some kind of shoulder surgery. We heard the same thing the other day about Jonathan Greenyard. Like we said, teams with no chance of anything are shutting players down, trying to keep them from
as they should.
Yeah, trying to keep them from getting killed out there.
And give young guys a look, see what you got in some of these younger players.
Tonight's ball game is Seattle and the Los Angeles Rams.
Monster game.
Is that meaningful stuff here, Randy?
God, huge game. Yeah, I mean they're both 11-3. San Francisco's 10-4. What a great matchup of the 2 best receivers in the NFL, in Puka Nacua and JSN for Seattle. It's just Sam Darnold. It's got just everything.
Sam Darnold
written about it tonight. It's going to be a great football game.
All right, speaking of this Puka Nacua, Los Angeles Rams wide receiver, he must not watch much NBA basketball because he recently called NFL referees the worst.
Yes, the refs are the worst because there's just some of the rules aren't, and like these guys want to be. These guys are lawyers and like they want to be on TV too, bro. Like the game, you don't think he's texting his friends in the group chat like, "Yo, you guys just saw me Sunday Night Football." Like that was
no way.
Like, that wasn't PI. Like, but I called it. I was like,
seriously, they do that.
Could you catch all that?
There's a lot of yelling.
Mm-hmm. Sound like he was on a podcast or something.
He was. He said he believes that during a game, NFL refs want just as much camera time as the players do, so they make calls so they can get some of the spotlight.
I don't buy that, but it may feel like that, but I don't buy that.
I'm reading more and more stories saying that this Nacua kid is just like a relentless moron.
His brother was just arrested for stealing a car from a Los Angeles Laker.
Oh, my God. A Laker? I thought you were going to say Los Angeles, like, impound lot or something.
No.
His brother
His older brother, Samson Nacua.
Samson, is he an athlete also?
He used to be.
Oh.
I think he's been, like, on some practice squads or something.
He stole somebody's car and it ended up being a Lakers player, or he knew it was a Lakers player's car?
Doesn't say if he knew or not. It sounds like he might not have, but...
Well, this Puka, I'm reading more and more that this kid is just as dumb as the day is long and can't keep his mouth toned down. I hear he's like, to put it into better perspective, he's like Ramses. He's a real douche, is what I'm hearing.
Well, he went on Instagram Live from inside the locker room after a game where, guys are walking around naked.
Oh, yeah, we played that audio.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Some of the guys were like, hey,
dude,
I don't want
stop
my
it.
butt on video.
Yeah.
Tonight we move on to the Xbox Bowl.
Oh. I thought you were going to say the XFL Bowl. That would have been cool.
The XFL.
Is that still a thing?
I can't keep track
right?
anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew they tried to bring it back. I don't know if it lasted or not.
Now it's the USFL and XFL who have combined, and I can't recall.
Is it the FXL.
I can't recall what they call their. The Xbox Bowl tonight, Randy Shaver, Missouri State and Arkansas State from a town called Frisco, Texas.
Wow. Yeah, no thanks.
So does every player get an Xbox?
Probably.
And a fresh copy of Duke Nukem or something like that?
Fresh copy.
Yeah, for Windows 95.
Yeah, maybe the new college football game.
Yeah, I'd probably get one
You
of those.
wouldn't even accept an Xbox, would you, Dana?
No, I'm a Nintendo man. I'm brand loyal.
And Ashley wouldn't either. Aren't you a PlayStation?
No, I'm Xbox all day.
You are Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All day, baby.
I'm a PlayStation. Very loyal.
We're a family divided, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Like the poll ads.
Yeah.
Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. I've got a GameCube.
That's pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I'm kidding. Isn't that a line from Malibu's Most Wanted? There's a scene where maybe I got the wrong video game system because I know nothing about video games. There's a scene from Malibu's Most Wanted where he's about ready to get in a gunfight with these guys, and they start talking about video games. You had to be there. I love that movie.
It has its moments for sure.
Randy Shaver, another college football coach, has been beaten up and then fired for conduct that his workplace deemed unacceptable. This is the head coach at Ohio University.
Yeah.
He goes by the name of Brian Smith. He's been fired for cause, just like Dinkus over there at the sleaziest university in the world, the University of Michigan. This Brian Smith has been fired for, quote, engaging in serious professional misconduct for participating in activities that reflect unfavorably on the university. I haven't read any specifics yet. Anybody?
I have not seen anything on that. I
What
would
was he doing?
Love to know what that is.
Was he jacking off or something?
I wonder if it's a relationship, just kind of like the other one. But yeah, I looked for forever to try and find something, and no details. And maybe there's been something very recently, but I hadn't seen anything.
Was he touching himself or something?
Could be. I've seen it here before a couple times. Unfortunately, some solo stuff. It's possible. They were promoted, though, not fired.
Now, this character, I'm sorry, you caught people masturbating in the building and then they were promoted?
Promoted, yeah.
By you?
No, I don't have that power.
Oh. Now, this Brian Smith, his attorney, says this is all ridiculous. He is an ethical man, and they vigorously dispute all the charges.
Well, if he had a relationship with somebody like similar to what Sharon Moore did, they would have said that. They would have said it was that violated his contract. So it must not be that.
Oh, here's a text message with a guess from a listener. Or maybe they know the real story. I don't know. This is just what a listener sent in. Allegations. One of our listeners says he was drinking in his office after ball games.
Oh.
Really?
I didn't think a guy could get canned for that.
No, I kind of assume most coaches did.
Can't have a couple of cold ones in my office when nobody's looking after the ball game.
Unless he did something wrong after those cold ones.
Yeah.
That's just one person's take. All right. Well, that's too bad. If they're wrongful allegations, then I hope everything works out wonderfully for the man. All right, hold on before you jump on me. Because right away, when I let this here next piece of information fall out of my arrogant yapper, you're going to ask yourself, why in the hell would anyone care about this? But just wait. I know what I'm doing, and by the end, you're going to be thrilled, I think. Absolutely thrilled. I promise you. Sacramento State University has found its next head football coach. He goes by the name of Alonzo Carter. Right? You're saying, yeah, so what?
Mm-hmm.
Alonzo Carter is the secret conjoined twin brother of former Viking Chris Carter. They were separated at birth and have never met until recently.
I read the story, and that's not in there.
I'm kidding.
That is not in there.
I'm kidding. No, Alonzo Carter, he's bounced around coaching college football here and there for a few years. He's also a former backup dancer for MC Hammer.
That's pretty cool.
That is
What?
awesome.
I've toured around the world, from London to the Bay. It's hammer, go, hammer, MC, hammer, go, hammer, and the rest can go and play. Can't touch this.
When I was in grade school, we thought it was cool. One of our substitute teachers was an aspiring actor, and he was in a lot of music videos. And
what?
Like he was in the Prince 7, or is that song called 7?
Sure.
He was in that video.
And
we
he
thought
did
that was
what
pretty-
at your school?
He was a substitute teacher.
What the hell?
So he was like the cool sub. You know, oftentimes subs aren't treated very well, unfortunately.
Right,
but he was. Everybody was so excited when he'd show up because he'd say, hey, check me out. I'm in this music video or commercial. I'm going to pull up the video. I'll show you. He looked like Vincent Price, kind of.
It was our goal to force the substitute teacher to run from the class crying.
Yep.
That was our goal. You're right. We did not treat them. Yeah, this guy coaching Sacramento State football, whoever they are. Years ago, he was a backup dancer for MC Hammer.
Bet he saw some things.
Oh, boy. I'm sure you're right.
Pumps and a bump. We like the girls with the pumps and a bump, is what MC Hammer said at one point or another when he was trying to kind of dirty up his image.
I bet you got to be a pretty good dancer to back up somebody like that. MC was a good one in himself.
You know anybody like that, Randy Shaver?
I do not. I do not.
Our high school security guard was a local wrestler here in town, and we treated him like a god.
Oh, I bet.
Local
Yeah.
television? Did he make it to television?
He would appear on Raw occasionally when they were in town.
What was his name?
He went by the Black Stallion.
I know the Black Stallion.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
personally, or you know him?
Well, no, I'm familiar. I used to see him at First Avenue all the time.
Yeah, he was our high school security guard.
First Avenue specifically at their wrestling shows.
Right.
He wasn't performing in a punk band or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't mess with the Stallion. He was built.
I had a couple conversations with him back in the day. You know, when we would what's it in the business, Josh? When we would help out the wrestling company, we'd call that a
Promotion?
a cross promotion.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah, very nice guy.
soft-spoken guy.
Very, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Black Stallion.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking him up. I bet if you look like that, nobody's messing with you.
No.
No matter what your career.
You weren't trying to sneak out for a smoke at the Black Stallion who's near the front door.
Can I be honest with you, Dana?
Yeah.
We weren't very nice to the Black Stallion at those shows because he wasn't the most skilled guy on the mic.
Sure.
So when he got the mic, we'd kind of go after him.
Yeah.
Don't tell him that it was me.
I won't tell him.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh, listen to this one. This person here says they had a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader as a substitute, and I'll tell you what this person says. For the 7th grade boys, she was the favorite.
Oh, my gosh. I cannot imagine that happening when I was in school.
I toured around the world, from London to the Bay. The only story I can share along these lines was we had a substitute teacher in high school. Now, we did like this guy. Well, at first, we planned on, of course, terrorizing him until he ran screaming from the building. Until we found out, Cubby, about something he owned. It was a bass guitar that Gene Simmons played when they recorded their 1977 record, Love Gun.
Oh, cool.
And then we said, okay, maybe we'll give this guy a friggin' shot. You really got the bass guitar? Yes, I did. And then he brought it into the, what do you call it, where you sit in the classroom. And he let us play. He let us play the bass guitar.
That's pretty sweet.
The Wolves weren't good enough last night, Randy Shaver. They lost to the Memphis Grizzlies by 6.
Who? Jock Lawndale. Come on. What? Come on.
Jock Landale.
Lawndale. What the?
He kind of looked like the illegitimate son of Jack Sikma.
God.
If you're an old school NBA player, you know.
I mean, he torched him last night, unfortunately.
Last night, the Memphis Grizzlies had a guy on the floor named Jock Lawndale, and he was just terrific.
Yeah, 20 points, 10 rebounds, hit like four 3-pointers.
The Wolves just weren't good enough, and And as we see fairly often with not only the Wolves, but plenty of other NBA teams, if the three-point shot isn't falling, they run into trouble.
Yep.
And the Wolves were not hitting their three-point baskets last night. They play Oklahoma City here in town tomorrow night.
Ooh, fun. Hopefully Edwards will be back.
I think Dana asked this question yesterday. Will the New York Knickerbockers
They are not.
Will they be hanging a banner to acknowledge their silly NBA Cup tournament win. They will not.
It would tarnish Madison Square Garden. Why would you do that?
The Knicks said they can't deny it's a hilarious idea, but they're going to gas that idea anyway.
Not in Madison Square Garden.
I wonder if the Lakers are embarrassed that they hung one last year. They quietly take it down in the offseason.
Oh, man.
They can't deny that it's a solid comedy bit, but they're not going to do it. Yeah, hopefully, like you said, Randy Shaver, we get Mike Conley Jr. back and Anthony Edwards for that game against Oklahoma.
I mean,
I'd be A1 from day one.
You just can't afford to lose games like this to a team like Memphis. And no offense to Memphis, but, I mean, Morant didn't play. Jaren Jackson actually had one of his best games of the season
He's a great player.
He has been very inconsistent this year, but last night he played very well. And the Wolves got to win those games. I mean, they're still 7 games over 500, but they're not among the elite teams in the West right now. So
I hear you.
Tough loss.
That kind of sucked.
I think the story of the day before we get to Marcus. Do we have a minute?
Of course.
The Chicago Bears. Did you read this story?
No. Yeah.
That the Bears are considering building a stadium in Indiana for the Bears to play.
Well, the owner basically wrote a threat yesterday, right?
Yeah. This is a huge deal in Chicago right now because they bought 326 acres of land in a suburb in Illinois to build a domed football stadium, right? Because the Bears want to move out of Soldier Field and blah blah blah.
The Bears can't play in a dome.
Well, they might, but if that doesn't work, they're talking about moving to Indiana, which would be like what?
But they would still be the Chicago Bears.
I think so. Yeah.
How weird?
Because it's what is it? If you're in downtown Chicago, how long does it take you to get to Indiana? 45 minutes.
Yeah, probably, but with traffic, who knows?
So they'd have to build it pretty much right on the border.
It's just the thought.
Yeah.
That they would end up there. I mean.
The New York Giants play in New Jersey. I know that's a little different.
Yeah,
but
that's a little bit different. We all know what stadium fights are like. We've had quite a few in this town,
right?
Where owners threat to move and all this kind of. So it's nothing new, but the thought that Chicago, the Bears, would end up in Indiana. Oh my gosh. I read that this morning. I was like, oh, my God, that's got to be a huge story in Chicago
we'll
right
have
now.
To see. Oh, I bet some of those.
Especially after the season they're having right now.
Some of those barrel-chested drunks are ready to kick somebody's ass.
Yeah, what will the guys from the Saturday Night Live skit have to say about that, about playing home games in Indiana?
They'd be pretty upset.
All right, here we go. Let's get Marcus on the phone before he loses his cool. Our chats with Marcus brought to you by Luther Kia of Bloomington. Here he is, Marcus Foligno from the Minnesota Wild. What's going on, brother?
Hey, good morning. How's everyone doing?
Well, we're doing better than you. You're in Columbus, Ohio.
It's beautiful here.
Then again, yeah, the last time we were busting your balls about Columbus, you actually said you like that town.
Yeah, you know what? I got ties to it because of my brother being here for so long and him liking it. So a little biased in that sense, but you know what? For the downtown aspect, it's a good college town. It's clean. It's good. I don't mind it. Got some good places to go eat here, so it's always easy. There's some other places that you can complain a little bit more about, and so Columbus is not bad.
I'm sorry I blew up. How much money would we have to? If I gave you $100, would you walk around wearing University of Michigan?
You got to put a couple more zeros at the end of that.
Well, it's nice to have you back on the line.
Do not do that.
Nice to have you back on the line. Nice to see you back in the lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's been a little too long, but just a little knee sprain that kept me out a little longer than I liked. But good to be back with the guys now, especially after adding a big piece to our team with Quentin Hughes. It's exciting times.
Yeah, it's our first chance to. Well, let's go back to your knee real quick. Once I was sweeping out the garage and I kind of turned real.
That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what happened to me.
You were
No.
he was sweeping out the garage.
No.
That's all I was doing, Marcus, was sweeping the garage, and I turned to my right, and I felt just this little tweak. The next day, my knee was the size of Josh's mother's ass. Just a giant.
Why would you? Why are you looking?
Right, Marcus, it's little things sometimes that can put you on the shelf.
So it wasn't that bad.
It never swelled up like that?
No, you know what? It was in Chicago. It just got caught in a little bit of an MCL sprain, so it didn't swell up as bad as what you pointed out. But
he doesn't
want to know what Josh's mother's ass is.
Thank you, Marcus.
It could be small. It could be. We don't know, but I was just assuming that yours inflamed pretty big. So
I just thought, my God, I couldn't believe the size of it.
Oh, my God.
But
Hey,
this
man.
is just a little bit, you get like a dead knee almost. You don't really have much control over it. So just takes time for it to heal. And it was good. I'm back now. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, we're happy to see you back. Was the knee still bothering you on that breakaway the other night? What the hell?
Yeah. It was. It was.
Yeah.
I got back first shift and I tweaked it. So the whole rest of the game, I was kind of playing with one leg, but it's fine now. It's one of those things that you're gonna, when you come back, it's something's gonna you have to play through something. It doesn't always feel 100%. So
right.
What do your
I
team?
don't know. I need a goalie out of the net in order to score. You guys know that.
What kind of response do you get from your teammates after something like that? Do they have something to say?
After the missed breakaway?
Yeah.
They're just like, oh man, they're just so excited for me to score finally this year, and they're just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. So,
they're patient with you.
Everyone's pulling for me, but right now the hockey gods aren't.
Your teammates they're patient with you. They're waiting on it. We're waiting on it too. So you mentioned Quinn Hughes. That everyone in town is flipping out here. You guys were playing very well even before this trade was made, and now here comes this top defenseman.
Yeah.
Being a veteran, did you have any idea this was coming down the line?
No, I mean, completely shocked. I just think when you hear a name like that, being shot by Vancouver, it's, I think that's shocking in general, just by itself, right? So, it's so rare to see captains and high caliber players, not be, or even on the trade market in general, especially when he has, a couple of years left on his deal, right? Those things usually come to free agent time or July 1st to move places, and then you just hear a lot of other teams involved. So, it was just it was one of those days where sitting on the couch, you look down at your phone, you see this, the ESPN kind of thing go. Usually it's always about football or something like that. So it's to see, Minnesota Wild gets Quinn Hughes that jumped off the chair. I was pretty excited. So it was it's an exciting day for Minnesota. And like you said, we've been rolling before that. And then he comes in and he just brings in a new confidence. I mean, he's such a good player. And at the same time, he was a captain, so the leadership qualities, all that stuff is there. It's not like you have to, he's always growing his game, but that maturity level that he brings is a huge part of the room. So it's an awesome fit. We're all excited.
I mean, other than obviously you've added a talented player, what does this do for the boys in the locker room to know that the bosses, the GM, the owner, and whatnot believe in you to this level to add a piece? That's got to mean a hell of a lot.
Yeah, Billy G. I mean, he just pretty solidified that that it's times now and being rewarded now for it. And I think when you have that kind of person or general manager in your corner, it instills a lot of confidence in the room and just kind of brings that confidence right into the room with just, hey, this is exciting times, and it's the right team to do it with and start doing it with. So that gives us a lot of confidence in that room to go and do it.
That's cool.
You gave up a lot, but you also have some young guys on your roster that kind of have done a nice job to fill into, as you lose 3 players for 1. You got some guys that have stepped up and done a really nice job. It just must be, this town has not seen this in a long time in any sport, where they bring a trade was made. to bring in a superstar caliber player like this.
Right.
So it's a big deal when something like this happens, because in Minnesota, it doesn't happen all that often. So it's a big deal.
Yeah. No, I know, and that's how it feels. I mean, it's definitely, you lose three good pieces, right, with Marco and Zeev and Liam, but just with Zeev and Marco, I think Marco's a centerman, and everyone's been talking about the center position on our team for a long time. So you give up that piece, and then obviously Zeev Buell is, we don't know, right, what he's going to be like in a couple of years, and that's probably the biggest talk with him. But knowing how skilled and how he's a great kid too, so he's going to have a great career down the road. But one of those things that's going to take some time to figure out. Everyone's going to analyze the trade then, but right now we know that we got the best defenseman on the market and possibly in the league with Cale Makar and him. And those guys don't come around too often, and so just to have them come to our lineup and be on our team and be in the room. I mean, it's just, I don't think there's a price that you're not willing to pay for that. So we're absolutely ecstatic to have them.
I don't know if you're familiar with this motion picture, Marcus Foligno. I thought everybody would be, but you're a little younger than the rest of us here. Well, than some of us. A few of our listeners have texted in to say that Quinn Hughes looks a hell of a lot like the character Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. You got any? Have you seen that film?
Well, I don't believe I have seen
Revenge of the Nerds.
No.
Adams College, Lambda, 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 and Omega Mu.
You might think that's pretty funny.
He totally does.
I think that they're
Weird.
onto something. Booger.
Wow.
Remember that, Marcus, and look it up later on the
Yeah.
internet. Booger from Revenge of the Nerds.
I mean, it's a heck of a nickname if we were to run with it. Like if everyone understood it, we'd be like, oh yeah, you're Booger.
Yeah, that's a good nickname for a guy.
They look like twins. That's
Bugs.
crazy.
Hey, Bugs. You get him to pass you the puck. You holler.
Oh my gosh, he does look like him.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Booger's a legendary character from that movie.
Very funny in that movie.
He plays a big role in bringing down the. What was the name of the fraternity with all the jocks, Josh?
Oh my God.
I know just because I saw it, but it's the Lambda.
Yeah, that's the nerd fraternity. The jocks are Alpha Betas. The Alpha Betas. Booger plays a big role in bringing down the Alpha Betas.
I'm putting his picture up next to each other. There's some similarities.
There really is.
I'm gonna have to show him today at morning skate here.
Hey, tell him where you got it from. Tell him you got it from the listeners of the 93XF.
I'll go up to him and be like, hey man, you hear the news? What's going on around you? And then scare him a little bit.
You're Booger now, bro.
Hey, what's up, Booger?
You're Booger, buddy.
Yeah, you're Booger, buddy.
You're Booger. Hey, we want to keep Quinn Hughes here for the next couple of years, so if I bring up Booger, he might be like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to Jersey.
Out here.
You mentioned Billy Guerin now. I want to ask you something. I watched Bill Guerin play over the years. Team USA and everything, the 96 friggin' World Cup of Hockey, one of the greatest tournaments I've ever seen in my life. And obviously, we've been watching you play here for years. You in your prime, Billy Guerin in his prime. The mitts are dropped.
Yeah.
Who comes out of that pig? Who wins that?
We've already fought.
Oh, you have fought?
No. You know what? Because I'm picturing what would Billy say in this position. He's going to say that he would kick my ass, so I'm going to say I would kick his ass.
You kick his ass.
Yeah. No, that Billy G had a little mean streak to him, definitely in his prime. He would, and he always he fought some big guys too.
Yeah,
some guys out of his weight class, and he played with an edge, mean. So. Yeah, you don't know. He's got a little bit of a mean streak, so that'd be a good one for sure.
Yeah, you know what Guerin still has, but it was a little more noticeable when he was a player. He's got those crazy eyes, Marcus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got those crazy eyes that he might take his stick and hit it over your head. He might have done that before.
Yeah, he might have a little stick swinging incident that can happen.
Yeah.
You know what we were jaw-jacking about earlier, as this will be the last time we get a chance to talk to you. Next week is Christmas. We'll be off all next week. We were talking a little bit about our company Christmas parties. You got any team Christmas party stories from over the years you'd like to share with us?
Oh man, there's we always do an ugly Christmas sweater party.
Okay,
that's always mandatory. That's always a lot of fun. I remember Matt Dumba in the years past. He probably had one of the better ones we've seen. He had like ice sculptures. You know, the ones where you got to pour a shot down and stuff.
Oh yeah! Oh wow! Like a little ice.
But it was like out of Santa's butt was hanging. It was unbelievable. Like he had 2 ice sculptures at this Christmas party. Like that was probably one of the better ones I've seen. He went all out for it.
You took a shot of hooch out of Santa's ass.
Yeah. Those are always fun. But Christmas parties are always a good time.
What was it, Jägermeister?
Yeah, it was that, and once you drink Jägermeister, you don't really know what other drinks taste like. So
it stays with you.
Yeah, good point.
That stuff is poison.
Yeah, everyone behaves themselves for the most part at the team Christmas party.
Yeah. We had flour at our team Christmas party many years, and it always ends up with someone getting pranked at something. I remember that night it was time to leave, and everyone's shoes were tied together.
Oh yeah,
and flour was gone. So we're like, oh, there you go.
That's a great one.
That's funny.
Well, have you had this year's party yet?
You know what? No, we just went to a restaurant, a team meal. Our schedule's terrible, so it's just it was too tough to get around to a team thing this year. So we just kind of did like dinner with everyone and just kept it simple. No one hosted at their house or anything like that.
I love that. Our schedule's terrible. What do you got coming up? You got games on Christmas Day or something like that?
It's just so we back to back, so the day off, and then you play the next day. It's just so quick to turn around. There's no real 2 to 3 days off, right?
Yeah.
Where you can nurse your hangover a little bit longer.
Dude, we get it.
One of those things where you just it's with the Olympics now, everything got crammed so close together.
I hear you. Well, there you go. Yeah. You're gonna get a chance to be with some family though briefly, or you got no shot?
No, you know what? This year it's just me and my family. That's it. It's so quick to turn around.
Yeah.
My dad's going to see my brother, so therefore he's kind of that's the only kind of family member that we got. My sisters are in Buffalo, New York, so they got their family and in-laws going in. So it'll be nice. It'll be relaxing. We'll see if there's any guys that are in need of a Christmas meal or something like that don't get family. Kind of like the European guys on our team usually are left alone, so we'll be having them come over to the house for Christmas. But
hey,
always a special time just to relax, and you get 2.5 days off, so it always goes by so fast.
Our company has no idea what they're doing ever, so we're having a Christmas party in January. If you have an open date.
You want to come hang out?
If you're not playing that night, this is your invitation to our company Christmas party.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things where
I have to stop by for sure.
Oh, man.
We do it in St. Paul, and, we only had one incident where a guy took a beer bottle over the head.
Oh, okay.
So
it's not like that, the Christmas Office Party, the movie doesn't get that crazy.
No.
Josh, we had one guy take a beer bottle over the head.
We've had people fired for their behavior. And you can tell when your company doesn't trust you because they'll have your Christmas party in the middle of January at 2 p.m. And that's what's happening this time.
Yeah, he's not joking.
It's ridiculous.
And you got to be out by a certain time.
Oh, yeah. 2 to 2:45.
Yeah, they know how to keep things civil.
Unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Hey, Marcus, good luck in Ohio tonight against the blue hens or whatever the hell they're called over there. And have a great Christmas. Thanks, as always, for everything. I don't know if we won't get a chance to talk to you before the new year either. I don't think so. No. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks for everything.
Hey, thank you guys. Yeah, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, you guys, and we'll definitely we'll touch base in the new year.
You got it, man. Thank
you.
you.
Keep it going.
Guys.
He's going to do his best to keep it going, I'll tell you that, Randy Shaver. And we only got one more of these sumbitches, and then we're off the hook.
Woohoo!
You want to hear the sound?
You must be feeling a little bit better than yesterday, because at this time yesterday you were going, is it 9 o'clock yet?
Yeah.
Already earlier he said tomorrow means nothing to him.
Yeah.
He'll be here, but that's about it.
This really is technically the final, because I said it earlier, if I walk in the building tomorrow morning and the studios are under 6 feet of water, well, damn, that's too bad.
As far as radio show goes, tomorrow will be one of them.
Yes. We'll talk to you tomorrow, Randy.
Sounds good.
All right, there you go.
The 93X Half-Ass Morning Show.
Well, hello to all my podcast friends out there. Dana here. And as always, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our show. Let's be honest, there are way too many podcasts out there, but the fact that you take time to listen to ours means the world. And it's, of course, all brought to you by my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, the best in the business. Just like podcasts, there are tons of HVAC companies out there, but Standard is the standard. And remember to get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. It's been colder than balls in Minnesota and only getting colder. Book appointments at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com. Enjoy the show.
Get ready for The Rush with Max Crosby.
You already know what time it is.
All-pro defensive end Max Crosby takes you beyond the field with exclusive insights, real stories from inside the locker room.
You could literally see us like laughing, kind of chirping back and forth.
This is The Rush. Buckle up.
We talk about The Rush on The Rush all the time.
Don't miss the behind-the-scenes moments and interviews everyone's talking about.
And we appreciate you guys. We're going to keep feeding you all the content.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Here we go.
Minnesota State Trooper Gordon Shank.
I called you to report a crime that I don't have nothing to do with. I'm not involved in the crime. I didn't perpetrate the crime.
On the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Yes. Yes, my friends, we're continuing on here. It is 8:32 on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. At this time, we'd like to welcome two representatives of Minnesota's law enforcement community that have chosen to join us here at the Palace Hotel Ballroom at this time. If you have a question or comment, text 651-989-9393. That's our Luther Bloomington Kia text line. Go ahead and ask the cops something or another. Here they are from the Minnesota State Patrol, Gordon Shank and his work husband, Mikey Lee. Good morning, fellers.
What's going on? Good morning.
It's just wonderful to see you again.
Yeah, happy to be here. You guys.
We were just discussing off-air how terrible the road conditions might get this afternoon.
Yeah, they're going to get real bad, especially on that drive home. So people need to slow down and, I guess if you can, scoot home early.
You're going to be out there driving around, Mikey?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Probably working.
He's got some office work to do.
Yes, very important stuff.
How do you keep from sailing off the road with the rest of us when the road conditions get so bad?
I drive like a 90-year-old grandma. Very embarrassing.
In your vehicle, front-wheel drive?
No, it's an all-wheel drive.
Oh, all-wheel drive.
It's a Charger.
Okay, that's good.
Unfortunately, I still have my summer tires on there, though. So it's not good.
You gotta get that swapped out.
Yeah.
So you take it nice and easy, do you?
I do.
That's
and
good.
To be honest, I'm in the office doing very important things.
Well, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Furthering the state patrol.
Yeah, he's busy.
Matter of fact, we got a text message here right away for Mikey that says, "You're a captain in my heart."
We're still talking about this?
Yeah,
Why you
I
gotta
guess
bring
so.
up old stuff?
A couple weeks ago, you were up for this promotion.
Yeah.
We all know you deserve it, but it somehow didn't happen.
Yeah.
This is someone I guess maybe knows you personally, says you're a captain in my heart.
Oh,
all of our hearts, really.
All of our
Appreciate
heart.
that.
Yeah.
But they also want to know how much icy hot is required to heal from not getting that promotion.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
these are deep cuts. But
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah. This has got to be like your next door neighbor or something.
This is a buddy that you were. It's the buddy that gives you crap all the time.
It's the same guy. That's
the one we were just talking
We were
about.
just talking about. Man, imagine if he put as much effort into working the road as he did making these questions.
Trooper of the year,
Yes,
perhaps?
Probably. You're probably right.
I guess we'll never know.
They bust your balls because they love you.
I hope so.
That's
That's right.
exactly right.
And I love all of them.
Yes.
No Name Yet Jesus has a question about those blue lights in rideshare vehicles. You see them in their dash.
Oh, yeah.
It appears he might not be a fan and wonders if those are legal and what can we do about
The
them.
ones that say Uber or Lyft?
Yeah,
Is that what
I'm
they're- Are those
assuming.
Are they blue?
Yeah, they are.
I thought I saw one this morning that was red.
Maybe it's a
pink.
different one.
They're. I usually see blue or purple.
I've seen the blue ones.
Okay. And so what did he ask again?
Are they legal?
Oh.
What's the legality of that?
I think it depends on where it's mounted and if it's flashing. By statute in Minnesota, there's certain requirements that will identify a vehicle as an emergency vehicle. It does depend on the placement of the light and how it's used.
So the dash, it appears it's probably okay?
Probably. I think just in generality.
You know what I can see on your face? You're worried you're going to get texts from some of your cohorts that are going to call you out on being incorrect on this answer.
I've received that before. One time I had a guy tell me, hey, I would have said it this way if I were you. I said, oh, would you? Why don't you come on in and do that?
I friggin' love it.
Speaking of lights, I miss those big Pizza Hut roof toppers they used to have back in the day when the delivery pizza guy would pull up.
You never know how good you had it.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
don't do those anymore.
No, you don't see those.
I've seen those. Like the light-up fins or whatever they look like that say Domino's on them.
Yeah, like big things on top of the roof of the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, do they still have those?
Yeah, I've seen definitely, like not even too long ago.
Those guys got ass.
They did.
With the lighted up pizza.
Yeah, they're pretty much law enforcement.
Yeah, it wasn't just pornos where the pizza guys got laid. It happened in real life, too.
I don't know. I was a pizza guy that nothing close ever happened. Nobody even opened the door in like a tank top. Never happened. Nothing for me.
Here's a trucker who's texted in to ask Mikey and Gordo a question. Mediocre at best, trucker Jesus. Do you boys still carry CB radios? Or at least, do you have access to the Channel 9 emergency CB channel?
So our truck division, we have troopers and civilians that inspect trucks and interact with the drivers quite a bit. So they do have those in their squads. The normal trooper probably doesn't. Now, we can obviously, if we can justify the reason for it, sure. But for the most part, our truck division troopers do have access to those CBs if needed. I had one in my squad when I was in that division. So
when you're in the truck division, do you get a big ball cap that says Cat Diesel Power on it? Or things like that?
You do get a ball cap, but
do you?
It doesn't say that.
Cool. You get yourself a trucker hat?
Yeah, sort of.
The truckers. Kings of the road, by God.
That's for sure.
Kings of the road.
What is the best, this is from Carpet Stretching Jesus, what's the best course of action if I get pulled over and I have my handgun on me?
Yeah, if you could just let us know right away, it'd be greatly appreciated. Hopefully you also have a legal permit to carry. But yeah, just keep your hands where you can see them and just let us know that you have a weapon in the vehicle, and we'll kind of go about our business.
Like right away, immediately? I should just like pull it out as fast as you can and hand it to the officer?
I probably wouldn't pull it out.
Don't do that.
Let's just use our words.
Gotcha. You got kids.
Yeah.
All right, use your words.
Yep.
Back to you gentlemen and ladies going back and forth on the radio while you're working. Maybe a difficult question to answer, maybe not. What's the funniest thing you've ever heard over police radio in your career?
Oh, man.
Funniest thing you've ever heard just simply over the radio?
Well, there was one
It wasn't
time,
tuned into 93X.
There was one time, I don't know if you remember this, Mike, we were working night shift, but someone got a hold of a police portable radio, and they would not stop talking on it, and they couldn't kill switch the radio, so the guy's like talking, and he keeps chirping the police, and the dispatcher says, we're going to turn this off, we're going to find you, and he goes, you can't find me, good luck, and they just keep going and going, and they finally took like an hour for them to finally disable that portable radio.
So they got him eventually?
But he was just, anything profanity, it didn't matter, it was just flying across the
God
radio.
dang.
That's awesome.
That must have been like 15 years ago.
That's got to be a nice break in your regular routine to have some nut job, chirping everybody on the radio.
I mean, it's
as insulting as it might have been. Obviously, by the looks on your faces, there was some comedy.
Well, we were laughing about it repeatedly, but of course, we got to get that radio. And it wasn't us; it wasn't our department or agency. But
any good stuff that you remember? Some anything funny they threw out there?
Nothing that I can say on air.
Oh, shoot. I've heard this before from police officers that like if you get too excited on the radio, no matter what's happening, you get a lot of crap.
Oh yeah.
Is that's true?
Yeah.
So like even if you got bullets flying at you, you got to be like, yeah, I'm getting shot at over here. If you guys wouldn't mind stepping it up, you have to kind of be real calm.
Well, there's some people, I don't know, Mike. There's some people that every single call is like a crisis and a scream, and you'd think they're, I don't know. It's just. So yes, they do get picked on if it's repeated.
And it's a lot of like rookie, newer troops or officers, whatever. It's like if you're outside your vehicle, obviously it's loud on the highway, and then you just randomly call for a tow, but then you're like screaming into the mic. That That does not go over well.
And people jump like they're like, oh.
And if you talk too much on the radio, we don't like that either.
Yeah.
We're chatting with Gordon Shank here and Mike Lee from the Minnesota State Patrol. If you have a question, it's 651-989-9393. I imagine you have something to say this morning about drinking and driving. We're at the peak of holiday season when folks like to act like jackasses.
Yeah, it's a great time of year. You know, people are off work, get to see friends, family, all the good stuff. But we just want people to be safe when they do it. So plan ahead, get a sober ride, or use a ride share with the blue light and the dash. That makes some people mad.
You're right about people having time off. You know who's got next week off, don't you?
Tell me about it.
This friggin' program right here, Mike.
I think 3 of the 4 people in this room have the next week off.
Hey.
Yeah. Must be nice.
Come on.
Good for you guys.
Where are you going, Gordy?
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh.
I'm just taking some time off.
Before we went on, Mike said he was happy for Gordon about having next week off, but his delivery, tone, face said he's not too excited about it.
I'm really happy for you guys.
Well, I got to imagine you're checked out tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Checked out right now.
Do my eyes look dead already?
Yeah, if you guys could just finish the show for us, that'd be great. Talk amongst yourselves.
Do you have to work Christmas Day, Mike?
No. I'm on call that day, but I don't have to go into the office.
What would have to happen for you to be called in when on call? Something pretty great or terrible, I would imagine.
Yeah, so I guess if you gave me a call, I'll come in.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Nicest friggin' guy in the room. So are there extra patrols all the way through New Year's and everything?
Yep. The DWI enforcement is still going on, especially that holiday time and the weekend. We're almost at the end of the year, so hopefully we can keep the fatals down and lower the amounts of DWIs, but we know that they're still out there. So we'll be doing our part, and we ask people to do theirs.
We were talking earlier about, it's confusing, but all the weed rules and stuff like that, how often now we smell it on the roads, which seems to me to be a ridiculous giveaway. I mean, you're going to get pulled over for something like that, I imagine.
Yeah, it kind of depends. I mean, I guess you need to articulate like it's coming from the vehicle, but really, excuse me, some of the odor just escapes from the container. So it's not necessarily...
Even that bad?
Yeah. It's not our reasonable suspicion to stop a vehicle necessarily, unless you can really articulate it.
Yeah, we had a dispensary come in here, and they gave us some samples, and I obviously brought some home, and my car still smelled like marijuana the next day when I got in. I was like, what is going on? I was like, if I get pulled over, I'm screwed.
I didn't even... Yeah, I thought, when they always say, well, we detected the odor of marijuana, so we did a search. I thought that was something you could do.
Oh, isn't there a law about that? Did that change recently?
Don't know.
Well, marijuana's kind of, I would equivalate it to open container alcohol. So you got to kind of follow the same rules where it needs to be, it can't be right there. It can't be open. You can't, it's just like, equate it to beer or something of that nature. Like you just got to have it in the proper place, and in your lap or in the passenger seat, it's not going to work.
Well, so people are asking now, well, what if I'm driving, I'm good, but my passenger's smoking?
Well, that's part of our investigation is that...
and you can't use it while you're in the vehicle. No one can.
Okay, so your passengers can't smoke while you're driving.
No, it needs to be sealed, closed.
Yeah, but they friggin' do, don't they?
They sure do.
And then it's kind of like people ask, well, what if my passengers are drunk and I'm not? Well, that's why, let's say we pull you over for weaving, you can't stay in your lane, and we determine that you're not impaired. Well, you're good to go. Like your passenger was drinking at a bar earlier, and they're the ones that are drunk. Like that's nothing wrong with you being the sober cab, but we're going to investigate to make sure you're not impaired.
I've been that passenger.
you can't always take their word for it.
Right.
You do have to, be thorough about it. Oh yeah.
I would still be scared being the passenger if I got pulled over.
But Josh mentioned it a minute ago. It is absolutely fascinating to me how the smell of marijuana travels now compared to 30, 35 years ago, where I can smell it from a car 5 cars ahead of me who's got it pouring out the windows. I never smelt it on the road when I was a kid. There's something different about the quality now, or however it works, and I know very little about weed. But you swear to God, what are the Allman Brothers back on tour? and the tour bus has rolled through town? Where is this coming from? It's incredible.
Minnesota State Trooper Gordon Shank.
I called you to report a crime that I don't have nothing to do with. I'm not involved in the crime. I didn't perpetrate the crime.
On the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey, we're back with the cops, Gordon, by God, Shank, and Mikey Lee, both members of the Minnesota State Patrol. We got time for a few more questions that have been texted into our Luther Bloomington Kia text line. We got a time for a couple more before we wrap this gangbang up. I don't understand this question, but that's why you guys are here. Do cars with Minnesota 100 club plates get any preferential treatment? I have no idea what I've just asked you.
No, they don't.
What is the Minnesota 100 Club?
It's like the black plate, and it says 100 Club on there, but it supports law enforcement and firefighters.
Oh,
so part of the plates go towards
I didn't know it had a name. Okay,
supporting them.
So this guy assumes that you'd go get that plate, so maybe you'd get left off the hook for a driving violation.
No, see, we're friends.
Well, Shank, you're a Bengals fan. My wife has Vikings plates. Would you pull her over more easily, just despite because you're frustrated with your team too?
I'm okay.
How are you doing?
I'm glad you brought that up. We were wondering what you thought of Joe Burrow coming over this way to play football.
You know, a lot of my friends up here have texted me that.
Yeah.
You know, whatever happens, happens.
Aw.
This one right next to me here, he harasses me every day about it at the office.
I mean, wouldn't you like that, though? You wouldn't like that?
I wouldn't like that.
You
at
wouldn't
all.
like that. You want him to stay in Cincinnati, your hometown.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's funny. I was telling them earlier how much crap you're getting, and you used to put up a fight.
It's relentless. Now I've just given up.
Yeah, just a man defeated.
Well, now I'm more upset about my Buckeyes losing to Indiana, and my buddy texts me. He goes, "Oh, sorry, your team dropped to number 2." Well, high expectations.
They're still in the running. They're fine.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Here's a person that said, "Help! I really need to know what the laws are for car seats when it's legal to switch your child to a front-facing car seat."
Yeah. So if you go on to is the Office of Traffic Safety. I think they have a guide there. But really, a lot of it comes down to the manufacturer's recommendation, and it does depend on your child's age and weight.
Okay. It depends on the kids.
Like, I've got a 13-year-old. When can I switch?
He has to stay rear-facing in a child's seat forever.
He's got his legs up on the seat.
Just lay the seat down.
Yeah, this is so uncomfortable.
I hear those things are a total nightmare, those car seats.
I'll tell you, try driving to Ohio with 3 of them. And,
No, thanks.
That's a challenge.
That sounds like an absolute nightmare, dude.
They can be very complicated, too. Installing those correctly.
Well, now they make the great ones where you just keep the base in there, and boom, car seat clicks in, easy peasy.
Yep.
Sometimes
Our grandparents are rolling over in there. Well, I guess our grandparents didn't even put us in car seats.
Nah.
Anyway,
Smoked in the car.
What does it say here now? Here's a character out there wondering when's the next time you boys are hiring.
In March, we'll open up our LEDO process, which is our law enforcement training opportunity. So if you have a degree from an accredited university that isn't in law enforcement, you can apply, and then we'll pay for you to go to school, pay you an hourly wage, pay for your education. And then once you do all that, you can go into our academy. And so that's March 1st.
Coming in March.
Yeah.
And that's like more like for maybe somebody even, what is there an age cutoff? Like, I thought it was kind of like different ages, that kind of stuff.
No, there's no age cutoff.
You just have to retire at 60.
Yeah, okay, that's our mandatory retirement.
Yeah, so I took that route. I had a 4-year degree and no prior law enforcement experience. So I highly recommend it if someone's interested in changing or, they wanted to be a trooper. This is an opportunity to do it without any law enforcement experience. So I highly recommend it.
The old LEDO program. Do you play the song? LEDO, who was that, Josh? Was that
Boss Skaggs?
Boss Skaggs, yeah. Anyway, what time is it?
He's checked out.
Interesting question here. Who's your favorite TV cop? Let's start with Gordon Shank, your favorite TV cop.
I like the cops from Superbad.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
TV.
They're great.
They just crack me up. I don't know why.
They'd like to have a good time.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
Mike, right away. That's not TV, he says.
Yeah, sort of.
But they've been on TV.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
pretty good.
Superbad? Okay, what about Mikey?
I really like the TV series Southland. So
I haven't caught that yet.
No, me either.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's older. and it's over. But
do you watch Landman?
No, I heard good things about it.
Oh, it's great.
I'd
One of the
love
best
to.
shows on TV.
Southland is a cop show, huh?
Yeah, it's based in South LA, so it's good. It's relatively realistic.
A lot of chicks.
There's a couple in there.
Yeah.
I don't have time to watch TV, so
I know.
I could tell you about Paw Patrol or whatever if you want me to.
Miss Rachel?
Yeah,
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. But
Paw Patrol.
We were talking about Miss Rachel. I learned about her at the strip club last Friday.
As one does.
Somebody donated some Miss Rachel toys, and all the women went nuts, just saying like how excited that was a great toy. Miss Rachel's the best. Are you familiar? Your kids are probably.
Well, my 4-year-old. I'm at the end of it. Like my 4-year-old still watches. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Paw Patrol and Bluey.
Who's your favorite in Paw Patrol? It's got to be Chase, right?
I like Chase.
Yeah, he's the police officer.
Listen to Shank over here.
You've given up on
This is
everything.
Yep.
He's like, a
Life
number of
comes at you
years ago,
fast.
my favorite cop was John McClane from
Yep.
Die Hard.
Yep.
Now it's Bluey from Paw Patrol.
No.
By the way, people are agreeing with you on Southland, Mike.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got
Dude.
Great show.
School cop Jesus said, he's kind of a super bad type of cop in the schools. That's his. The kids, they're starting the cop cars on fire. I don't know what he means, but
We have just enough time here to again wish Gordon Shank a wonderful week off next week. Mike, do you want to pass those wishes on again to Gordon for having?
I'm really excited for you.
I appreciate it.
I'm
I
really
can
happy
tell.
for you.
Well-
I hope you enjoy all your time.
would you say he's earned it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's totally earned.
Good for you, man.
I appreciate it. I'll check in with you.
Man.
I'll just be at the office when you check in on me. But yeah.
You guys are.
Yeah, you know where to reach Mike. He'll be at work.
Yeah.
You guys are so good for each other.
Yeah.
I think, deep down.
You're a great comedy team. You guys should do some comedy at night. You play off each other well.
Yeah, do a stage show.
He'd kill me.
Both of
We're
you.
getting small doses.
Both of you's best wishes for
thank you.
Christmas and New Year's and all that.
You as well.
We always dig having you hang around with us.
You
by
guys are the
damn,
best.
We do. Thank
Thanks
you,
for
Gordon
having us.
Shank. Thank you, Mikey Lee.
The 93X Half-Ass Morning Show.
Well, hello to all my podcast friends out there. Dana here. And as always, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our show. Let's be honest, there are way too many podcasts out there. But the fact that you take time to listen to ours means the world. And it's, of course, all brought to you by my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, the best in the business. Just like podcasts, there are tons of HVAC companies out there, but Standard is the standard. And remember to get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. It's been colder than balls in Minnesota and only getting colder. Book appointments at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com. Enjoy the show.